Welcome everybody live to the Brevard Sports Network as we are live from Astronaut High School for tonight's 104 games on the Brevard Sports Network. Friday Night Lights quadruple header. I'm Jackson Robb. Alongside me tonight is going to be Logan Pettit as we got a good one tonight on tap. Logan, how we feeling?
Feeling good, man. You know, you mentioned the weather before the game had gotten started, and it's starting to feel a little bit like football weather now, Jackson, and excited to be here. A couple of teams, especially Astronaut, that hasn't gotten quite as much coverage this year, so it's going to be exciting to get them broadcasted and see what they're capable of out there. But just ready to watch a football game, man.
Yeah, you know, Astronaut, the first time you're seeing them on the Brevard Sports Network this year. For myself personally, the first time I've seen them since joining Brevard Sports Network, so I'm very interested to see how Astronaut looks under new first-year coach Logan Halleck. And, you know, this is a team looking for their first win this season. And they're running into a solid satellite team coming into tonight at 2-2 with wins. They lost last week to O'Galley. They picked up a win against Melbourne, and Vieira losses to Heritage and O'Galley. So solid, respectable losses for Satellite and some solid wins as well, as they were on the Brevard Sports Network last week in that game against O'Galley. You know, the emphasis for Satellite this year, it seems like, from what I've seen, is, you know, Coach Helton loves his defense, and their defense is one to look out for. They got a good defensive line. Leading tacklers, Atticus Henderson. And then you got Noah Flores, who is the interception leader in the county right now with 3. He had 2 last week against Maury Crooms and O'Galley. So if you're Astronaut, I wouldn't throw at Noah Flores.
Yeah, only a freshman. I do think they need to get the offense going a little bit this week. This will be a good game for them to do that. I know they've gone 2 different quarterbacks. You know, there's an old adage saying if you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. I think in high school football, you can kind of get away with it and ride the hot hand. I anticipate seeing number 5, Tristan White, who's going to split time at wide receiver, as well as number 9, Ethan Raphael. But, yeah, this will be a good night for them to see if they can sort of establish some kind of an offensive identity.
Yeah, you know, they've seemed like they're committed to the senior signal caller and rifle this season. Tristan White had a solid game. He led them in that second half comeback to beat Vieira, but, you know, they've stuck with the senior recently, and they've showed they have faith in him. So I believe we'll see mostly Ethan tonight. We've seen Tristan sprinkled in on certain, you know, deep throws or certain plays like a rollout where they'll incorporate him. But mostly Satellite has now committed to Ethan Rafel after a slow start this season, as Satellite takes the field here at Astronaut. Satellite 2-2, Astronaut 0-4. The other games tonight on the Brevard Sports Network, we got Vieira up at Baker County. That'll be Alan Slaughterzinski and Coach DeMarcus Manyfield. And we have Heritage and Merritt Island with Billy Palmer and Coach Blue. And then at Cocoa at Dick Blake Stadium, it is Anthony Knockreiner, Chase Alexander, and Double D Daryl Duran. Before we begin, I'd like to you know, let everyone know of a situation where you know, if you can reach out, if you could donate in any way to a dear member of BSN staff, Donnie Reber Jr. Has gone through some health issues recently, and you know, our thoughts and prayers are with him tonight. And you know, we hope that he will feel better soon, and that he can fight through this situation. So everyone, if you can in any way help out with that, I believe there's a post up on Brevard Sports Network now with that information of how to support Donnie, and we'll miss him in the comments tonight with all the score updates, but, you know, we know he's getting better, and he'll be back to action soon.
Yep, get well soon, Donnie.
As we get set, Astronaut will kick off to Satellite tonight. Number 34 will do the duty, and that's Ashton Alberts. And the kick is away, and we are underway from Astronaut. Kick bouncing at the 20. It's going to be returned by Satellite. Number 2 trying to get it outside. He'll be brought down within the 25-yard line on the return by Caden Johnson, the senior. And it's first down, Satellite. We'll have our first sponsor tonight sponsoring the drive, Natwick Insurance.
Yeah, Natwick Insurance. Team is ready to help with your home insurance and any other personal or commercial insurances you might need. Natwick Insurance, Inc. is a trusted choice, independent insurance agency that provides insurance solutions with a personal service. Natwick Insurance Agency is blessed to serve Satellite Beach and the surrounding Florida communities by protecting the people they work with, just like they protect their own family members. If you're not thrilled with your current insurance, go ahead and give them a call. That's 321-735-0381.
First down, Satellite. Rafel will drop back, flushed out of the pocket. He's on the run. Ethan Rafel getting it outside, down the sideline. And that'll be a first down on first down. And there's a flag at the end of the play. And, yeah, as you said, I think that's going to be 15 yards tacked on at the end of the run there. And that's going to make it first down and even more for Satellite.
Yeah, good little scamper out of the pocket. You know, admittedly, I haven't seen a lot of Satellite this year. I guess Rafle's pretty capable of coming out of the pocket. I know Tristan White's the more athletic of the two, but like you said, we're going to see more Rafle tonight. Good idea, just taking what the defense can get you and absorbing that hit right at the end and getting 15 more for your team. Are they gonna? No, they're not going to call it off.
No, here comes personal foul on Astronauts. That's going to be 15. Oh, hold on. Offsetting personal foul.
Okay.
So, no, will not be 15 yards tacked on. So, now Satellite will set back.
No, this should be a first down where they get. Yeah, they're two.
Satellite was marching back.
Yeah, they're two dead ball fouls, so they occurred after the first down had occurred.
So it'll be first down. Satellite past the Astronaut 35 here tonight off of first down carry by Ethan Rafle for a gain of about 13. Yeah, we talked about Tristan White as their mobile guy, but Rafle can run with it when he's flushed out there as he was.
Power I.
There they go, I formation. Satellite at their own 35. Rafle, and they're going to toss it, but
yeah, you're going to get a flinch on either the left guard or left tackle. It's going to be either 64, which should be Zachary, nope, Daryl Wiley. I believe is who they got on the false start there.
So, yeah, false start Satellite. It'll be first and 15 now at their own 30-yard line. As they were looking for a toss to Noah Flores, who we talked about his defensive prowess before the game, but he's also a great runner. Yards-wise, I believe he's still Satellite's leading rusher this season. Him and Logan Waite split carries. 5 wide for Satellite now instead of I formation. Now they're going to bring 4 to the near side. Rafle drops. Quick throw over the middle. And good coverage and breaking it up is number 15, Elijah Peters, as he was looking for Tristan White.
Yeah, threw it a little bit inside of him, but he was kind of forced to. The outside linebacker, number 10, Colt Stewart, got to the hook curl, and I mean, if he throws it where he's supposed to, Stewart was in a good position to get an interception there. So, not much you can do there.
Satellite now with Flores in the backfield with Rafle. Second down and 15, handoff up the middle. Noah Flores is going to get spun down early. And Astronauts defense hanging tough here on the opening drive. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Scorpions.
Yeah, great job by 13, the linebacker Riley Florence, to close the gap there. That was a wide open hole, and he came in and filled it immediately for a minimal gain.
It's going to make it 3rd down and about 13 for Satellite back at the Astronaut 32-yard line. As it's still Rafle and Flores in the shotgun here.
Astronauts showing pressure in this power I.
Actually, Rafle's under center. It is I formation. Handoff. No, it's a play fake. Rafle's going to air it out over the top, and it's overthrown. And that nearly intercepted. He was looking deep for Nayland Nager-Giles. And
you know what? The receiver quit running on his route. I think Rafle was expecting a deep post shot there. First of all, the near side receiver just didn't run anything, so I don't know if that was by design or what. Receiver stopped on his route and went and looked back at the line of scrimmage. As a receiver, you can't do that.
No.
You got to just run your route. If the ball comes your way, the only reason you should look up is to see if the ball is thrown your way.
That's a great play fake, too. They had him, Rafle, showing off his arm talent there, but knocked away, nearly intercepted, I believe, by number 9, Tamarion Curry. Satellite will now be forced to punt on their opening drive here on 4th and 13. Low snap. They get it up and get it away. That's a short kick. And it's going to bounce at the 49, take an Astronaut bounce inside Satellite territory.
Stop it.
I was like, I don't know why they're watching it at that point. And now Astronaut, great field position to start here at the Satellite 40. They really give them an extra yard there. It's going to be 1st down and 10 now at the Satellite 46.
Yeah, the only time you want to let it roll is if it's going away from you. You know, if it's coming back to you, you got to stop that thing as soon as you can.
So Astronaut gets a lucky bounce on the punt. 1st down and 10, Astronaut at the Satellite 46. The first time we'll see this Astronaut offense tonight.
And you know, Jackson, under the previous head coach they had over here, they were really power running is mostly what they did. They look like they got a similar formation, but I'm interested to see what exactly their offensive identity is going to be here.
So here we go, 1st down and 10, Astronaut. Oh, a little movement up front, no flags. It's going to be a Wildcat look right up the gut on 1st down for a gain of about 3.
That is not a Wildcat look, Jackson. I'll tell you exactly what that is. That is called the single wing. That is one of the first offensive philosophies ever designed in football. You don't use a quarterback. You got 2, 3 running backs lined up there. and the snap goes to whoever, and it forces the defense to defend all 11 players on the field now, because whoever the person who snaps it can take off and run with it, or they can hand it off. It's a lot like getting a quarterback run game implemented, but now it could go anywhere.
Good to know. 2nd down and 7. They keep it up the gut again, and number 23 on the carry, Jordan Marquez. And Satellite stands that one up, and now it's 3rd down and manageable for Astronaut, but I mean, Satellite's responding well. We'll see if they try a different run out of the formation. 9:45 to go in the first quarter. Score there on the top of your screen on the Natwick Insurance scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to go to more conventional offensive style. But, yeah, that's exactly what that was a single wing style formation. You don't see that. Apopka runs the heck out of it, and they've had quite success with it. But
3rd down and 6, Astronaut. They're going to keep it right up the middle. Marquez looking for a hole, and he's not going to find one. He'll pick up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first down. They'll get inside the Satellite 40.
It was a heck of a job by number 10, Joseph Smith. I mean, he was taking on a blocker and just kind of reached over to the blocker to impede the ball carrier and let the rest of his defense rally behind him. Looks like Astronaut's going to go for it.
As they should. 4th down and 2, or 4th and 3 from Astronaut at the Satellite 39-yard line. Great field position here. Marquez once again in the gun with it. Looking to run it up the middle. Movement. And they get Satellite offsides. Great hard count by Astronaut, and they're going to pick up a 1st down.
Yep, you got to hold your water when you're on the defensive line. Astronaut stringing a little bit of a drive together here.
And that's the second offside. That's the 2nd time Satellite's jumped. That's the first time they called it. But on the first play on this drive, Satellite jumped.
They did. I saw that
there
too.
Was
he may not have crossed into the neutral zone
yeah.
that time. There was no doubt about it.
1st down and 10. Astronaut at the Satellite 34-yard line. It's going to be a run again by Marquez right up the gut. That time he'll only get about really none there. Good defense by Satellite up front, as they were able to fill the hole before it was found.
You know, I'm interested to know if Astronaut kind of runs a single wing look to begin with, or if this is something they saw on film to kind of compress Satellite's defense. You know, usually it's wide open, kind of amoebic, showing pressure from wherever. Instead, they're just kind of bringing them in and forcing them to get into their base stuff.
2nd down and 10, Astronaut at the Satellite 34. Now they're going to hand it off underneath. Breaking down the sidelines. Astronaut is going to go all the way. No flags. Touchdown, War Eagles, from 34 yards out on a jet sweep to Elijah Peters. And Astronaut strikes first at home.
Wonderful misdirection play. We called that Sally when we ran it. You got everybody going one way. One guy come back underneath, and gaping hole for the long run. Heck of a drive put together by the Astronaut War Eagles there.
What I love about the game plan is they got Satellite to start biting over the middle, and then they cut it outside, and there was nobody there whatsoever. And that's a big touchdown.
You got a swinging gate situation going on here.
They're going to go for 2.
Well, they may eventually bring them back in. Yeah, there they go. Now they're going to kick the field goal.
Interesting.
We got all sorts of old school stuff going on right now.
It's working so far for Astronaut. As they strike first, now they'll line up the extra point off the swinging gate formation. Number 17, Connor Lamoth with the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Astronaut War Eagles strike first tonight at home, 7-0 over Satellite. As I love what the start was for Astronaut defensively, and then offensively, once it looks like they're starting to stall, they bring something new and they score first.
Steady dose of RDG, too, Jackson. Rud the dang ball.
Yeah, I mean, they stuck with it, didn't waver on 4th down. They got him to jump. I think that was arguably the biggest play of the drive. It was that hard count, got Satellite to jump on that 4th down, and then that set up that 1st down run that went all the way. So great job by Astronaut there on that drive, and they start out with the lead, 7-0.
Yeah, well-scripted drive there, too. Get Satellite off balance. We know what that defense is capable of. Get them off balance and then hit them with a little misdirection. Work to perfection.
Perfect run there as well. Elijah Peters hitting his gaps. Blocker set him up, and I think that went as perfectly as they could have drawn it up. So Astronaut will kick off once again, and Satellite's offense going to be looking to get a 1st down here and keep that going, because they got the 1st down the first play of the game, and then after that, a false start penalty led to really no more yards being gained. So we'll see if Astronaut's defense can hold tough again. Kicking off is number 34, Ashton Alberts. 7:49 to go in the first quarter, 7-0. Astronaut on top as he gives it a little short kick received at the 25. It's going to be returned. Good blocks, setting up to the 50-yard line. The ball comes out. They're going to rule him down. And I don't know why they're fighting for the ball.
Yeah, he was very much down.
Yeah. Number 2 on the return once again, Caden Johnson. They pull him up about 5 yards this time. And he gets a good return of about 24. First down and 10, Satellite at their own 49. Now you got great field position with you. We'll see what Satellite draws up offensively.
Yeah, got to capitalize on it. Astronaut kind of gifted you that one, and got to string together some first downs on this drive.
Head coach Brian Helton here in his second season under the helm here at Satellite. Led them to the playoffs last year and to a 1-point loss in the opening round to Rockledge. First down and 10, Satellite at their own 49-yard line, trailing 7-0 here early. Handoff up the middle. Noah Flores again is going to be stuffed for a loss. An Astronaut living in the Satellite backfield here early. Number 40 leading the charge, Chris Wolf.
Yeah, he filled that gap with some purpose, and the young freshman found out real quick.
Astronaut hanging tough. They call forward progression stopped back at the line of scrimmage, so it won't be a loss. They'll give him about an inch, so it's still 2nd and 10. Rayful and Flores not using Logan weight here early on for Satellite. They pull a man in motion there. Rayful will drop, throw it to him there on the bubble screen to the outside. Bouncing outside, first down. Satellite on the quick out pass to Jaden Lamb for the first into Astronaut territory.
Yeah, that was a nice little job getting the ball to the perimeter. Haven't had much success running inside the tackles because those linebackers for Astronaut are flying all over the place. So get it away from them and get upfield. Great job.
That play to me looked like an RPO, a little peak zone bubble.
No, I think that was designed. You saw the way he went in motion.
Now they hand it off to Lamb, and Astronaut's in there again. Big number 40, Chris Wolf, for the loss, and it's going to be 2nd and long for Satellite. Good play there, recognizing that one.
Yeah, Wolf hunted Lamb on that one. That was dead to rights to begin with. Like I said, these linebackers for Astronaut are flying around right now.
2nd down and 12, Satellite at the Astronaut 42, midway through the first quarter.
I'd send 4 off the edge right now. Now he's going to drop deep.
Trips far side, Rayful drops, blitz hard. He's going to get that one away. Oh, what a catch with a flag right on the defender, Eric Wiesa.
I thought they were both kind of hand fighting there. I'd be interested to see what the flag is.
Yeah, I don't think there should be any pass interference. We'll have a water break here with 6:04 to go in the first quarter. And what a play by Eric Wiesa right on top of Eugene Booth. And Logan, I'll let you talk about our next sponsor tonight, BlackRock Engineering and Technology.
Yeah, BlackRock Engineering and Technology. They're a team of cybersecurity, software, network engineers, and strategic leaders are direct. They do not shy away from providing you with what they think will work best for your organization. BlackRock is certified, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business as well as a minority-owned business. BlackRock will collaborate with you. They will challenge traditional norms in order to orient an organization to a mindset of forward thinking in order to seize their vision quickly, without the fluff, without time wasted. BlackRock offers clear direction, complete with comprehensive solutions as your trusted advisor and partner in your success, where other companies only provide vague direction. BlackRock provides the engineering to give you tangible success. Visit www.blackengtech.com.
Handoff over the middle, 1st and goal, Satellite. That's a gain of 5 by Noah Flores out of I formation.
I'm assuming they call it defensive pass interference on that.
I
Or
guess
did they wave it off, or
I didn't see him make a call at all.
I didn't either.
I think that
It was,
I don't
was
think
thrown
there
at the
was
25-yard line.
I
The ball
think
was
they
caught at
waved
the
it off.
15. So
I don't know. 2nd down and goal, handoff to Flores. Noah Flores upfield in the end zone, and Satellite responds. Noah Flores with a 6-yard rushing touchdown, his first on the ground this season, and Satellite responds quickly with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
yeah, good equalizer by Satellite there. Good drive put together. They're going to come out with their own little swinging gate here, too.
All right, Caleb Garner, the kicker. And I know we got the Flores family watching from Guam, and Noah punches it in from 6 yards out for the touchdown as here comes Satellite swinging gate.
They're going to slam it shut.
And Caleb Garner on to kick the extra point. This is to tie it up at 7.
Bad
Low snap on the ground. Garner drills it. And it's good. And with 5:30 to go in the first quarter, we are tied 7-7. And well, Logan, Satellite responds quickly. Eric Wiesa with the big completion on a great ball thrown by Rafel, who I got to say has looked pretty good tonight so far. And they punched in with Noah Flores on the ground on back-to-back plays.
Yeah, that was a pretty good pass, facing pressure. I mean, he got drilled on
Yeah,
that
he did.
when he
You're
let
right.
go of that ball. But great job by the receiver, Eric Wiesa, to get up there and get it. You know, it fluttered. I mean, he got hit. You can't blame him for fluttering it. But he went up there and grabbed that ball and put his team in scoring position.
Yeah, I mean, Rafel high pointed the ball. Wiesa, his lead receiver this season, with about 130 yards coming in tonight. Ran out there and got it. And, you know, he used his size as well. He's a tall receiver there and just goes up over the defender and puts it right on his head. So Satellite sets it up, and Noah Flores runs it in from 6 yards out, and it's 7-7 in a game that I expect to be very defensive. And we've seen some good defensive plays, but the offenses both strike within their first, for Astronaut, their first drive, Satellite their second drive, rather.
Yeah, and I think they kind of took what they saw in the first drive, Satellite did, and they kind of rearranged some things, and they put together a good orchestrated drive. They built off of the successes earlier on in that drive, much like what Astronaut did on their first drive.
The 51-yard touchdown drive there by Satellite, capped off by a 6-yard Noah Flores rushing touchdown. Caleb Garner boots that one away, and they're going to fair catch it at their own 28-yard line. Number 8, Nate Edwards. And Astronaut will take over once again on their opening drive. We saw him go all the way and capped it off with a 34-yard rushing touchdown by Elijah Peters. And we'll see what the War Eagles come out with. I'm assuming probably the same single wing offense. I don't know why they changed it up, but we'll see what the play calling looks like from that formation.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to go with. It worked.
Offensive coordinator Matt Alstead. First down and 10 Astronaut, and they're going to switch it all up, and they're going to call a flag on this.
It's going to be a offside, or offsides.
Offsides on Satellite. I don't think they knew what to do with that.
Nope.
And Satellite jumps for the second time tonight. And it's going to be 1st and 5 Astronaut.
As long as your hand doesn't touch the ground or you're set for a second, you can move as much as you want.
Here's what I'll say. Unless, there wasn't a lot of film, I think this may be a new game plan at Astronaut because Satellite doesn't seem ready for it.
And you know what? I'm looking on the sideline, and I see number 3 down there who is not dressed up tonight, who looks like it could be a quarterback. I don't know. We don't have positions listed on our roster, but that's me taking an educated guess there. So maybe this is out of design or by necessity, but so far it's been working. Just taking a page out of the old school and really running with it.
They run up the middle there on first. That's going to bring up second down and short here for Astronaut off the 1st and 5 play. We got starters over. We got starters sent to us, and actually listed at quarterback was Jordan Marquez, which makes me think that was kind of a play into their formation. Second down and short. Marquez tosses a little jet touch pass to Peters, cuts upfield, bouncing outside, and he's going to power right up to the line to gain. And it's going to be first down Astronaut, thanks to Elijah Peters once again, who got on that touchdown before. They give it back to him on a little bit of a jet touch pass, and it's a first down for Astronaut to their own 40.
Technically, that is a pass. That's probably
might be
the few passes we're going to see out of the Astronaut offense. I mean, who knows, though?
So, quarterback's 1 for 1 for 10 yards.
And, they've got number 10, Colt Stewart-Wald, back there as well. That's kind of leads. They're both down in a.
And here they go again.
They're both down in like a running back type position. Which is
Satellite adjusts. They swing it near side, flag down. They run it right up the middle. That's Jordan Marquez. That just looks like they flipped the entire formation and ran it to the near side.
That's exactly what they did, but I think you're going to get an illegal procedure here. Or illegal shift.
So, illegal shift on Astronaut, which that's going to cost them 5.
2 is the starting quarterback. We're seeing Delvonte Hunter, who is also out tonight. So your starter and your backup, according to the comments, are out.
I think they might have been referring to the wide receiver.
Maybe.
Because I was saying that their leading receiver is Eric Wiesa. Could be talking about either way.
Well, I mean, on the sideline, you got number 3 and number 2 out as well. So the mystery continues.
Second down and long for Astronaut. I don't know what happened to the penalty. Might have been declined. Running right up the middle is Marquez. And Satellite pushes back after a short game, but we saw Astronaut go to 3rd and 4th down last drive and keep the drive moving. So I don't know what their punting situation's like, if they would go to a punt from here anyway. So this could be 4-down territory from Astronaut. We'll have to see what they come out with. But it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Astronaut at their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, I think either way you shake it, they're probably going to run the football. I don't think that's any surprise. So, I mean, it could be 2-down territory here.
We're going to have timeout Satellite. So the first time out of the half here coming from the Satellite Scorpions with 3:14 to go in the first quarter, all tied up 7-7. And Coach Helton's going to run over his game plan with the group, and Logan will tell you about our sponsor of the drive, Natwick Insurance.
Yeah, let me tell you about Natwick Insurance. Listen, insurance is one of those things where you may not want to have it, but it's good that you do. You never need it until you need it. So why not go with a local insurance agency with Natwick Insurance? They've been helping the Satellite area and the surrounding areas here in Brevard County. They're a team that's ready to help with your home insurance or any other personal or commercial insurance needs. So, hey, look, you're a small business owner out there, you need commercial insurance, give Natwick a call. You can reach them for a free quote online at www.natwick, that's Natwick, insurance.com, or call them at 321-735-0381.
That information at the bottom of your screen. 3rd down and 5. Astronaut coming out of the timeout at their own 45-yard line. 3:14 to go in the first quarter in a tie football game. And they're going to give on the jet sweep here. Peter's going to get the edge again. Flag's going to come in. He'll pick up the first down, though. But I think it may be a holding here on Astronaut.
You're going to call it a hold, but it was a clip. You don't see clipping get called anymore. He hit him below the legs from behind. Jackson, that looked to me like buck sweep. Do you know what buck sweep is?
Can't say I do.
Let me tell you about buck sweep. Buck sweep is where everybody washes down towards the backside, and you have both guards pull. Your lead guard is going to pull and kick. Your following guard is going to pull and wrap, and I think they're going to hit one of those pulling guards with the infraction on this play.
So we'll see where they back them up to. Instead of the 1st and 10, it's going to be 3rd and long for Astronaut. That's a tough break because this offense is effective in 3 to 4 downs, but when you throw a 10-yard penalty into the mix, it throws things off a little bit.
Well, I don't care what offense you are. I mean, you throw a 10-yard penalty in the mix, it makes things challenging. But Satty's going to decline it.
Satellite declines the holding penalty.
Hey, you know what? I kind of understand it. They're picking up 3-4 yards here. They need about 6. So
yeah. On that last jet sweep, they got 6. So Satellite's got to be ready to conceal the edge. Astronaut, I don't see any personnel changing out, so I think they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 5.
Oh, they are going to back him up.
No, they are going to back him up. I was thinking they probably should. So that's going to make it 4th and 15. So now Astronaut backed up to their own 35. That should make it 3rd down again.
It should be 3rd down, yeah.
So I think it's 3rd down and 15 now for Astronaut at their own 35 late in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're fixing it now.
3rd down Astronaut in that single T offense, single wing rather. Now they're going to pass the football. It's batted at the line, incomplete. Well, that was unexpected.
That was unexpected, and I think that's why they caught him. Do you know why that was not pass interference there? Because the 2 linebackers just absolutely converged and took out the open receiver, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. As soon as that ball's tipped, you're meat.
Fair game. Looking for Avery Roberson over the middle. And the second pass technically of the game.
Second pass technically.
First drop back. Incomplete. Now 4th and 15. Astronaut will drop back to punt here from their own 35-yard line. Looks to be number 34, Ashton Alberts, to punt this one away. Late in the first quarter in a tie game. As no real pressure coming from Satellite. They had one off the edge. This one is going to be returned by the Scorps. And he'll get it up into Astronaut territory. Big hit at the end of that one. On the return, Jaden Lamb takes it up in Astronaut territory. And it'll be 1st down and 10. Scorps. As last time they took over in about the same spot. And they drove right down to get a touchdown. So we'll see how the offense comes at it this time, and if Astronaut can hold or if Satellite can take a lead. Seen 2 completely contrasting drives here from Satellite. First drive couldn't move the ball whatsoever. Got forced to punt. Second drive drove straight down with few hiccups into the end zone.
Yeah.
First down and 10, Satellite at the Astronaut 49-yard line. Rayful, quick drop, looking for the slant. Weeza going deep. That's where he looks. 2-on-1. And there's going to be the flag for the pass interference, as I think that second guy came in, didn't turn his head. And he was looking for Eric Weeza.
That might be OPI. I mean, he was fighting back to the ball. I don't know if that's what they're going to. No,
it's
got his hands
defense.
up.
It's defense.
Yeah, impeded him from coming back to the ball. Ran the sluggo, which was interesting. Little slant and go action. It was pretty well covered. I mean, underthrew and drew the pass interference. So hey, just as good as a completion.
I was wondering if they were going to send him there because Rayful was looking at him. He was open on the slant, but he wasn't throwing it. And I was like, well, Weeza's going to go deep, and he wanted him again there. And 2-on-1 coverage, and nobody turned their head for the ball, and Weeza had to come back for it, and they're going to nab Astronaut for defensive pass interference.
Yeah, I don't know how much it was not turning back to the ball. I think it was just he impeded the receiver from being capable of going towards the ball.
True. First down and 10, Satellite now at the Astronaut 34 off the penalty. Rayful under center, handoff up the middle. Noah Flores. Flores with some space. He'll run forward, carrying defenders. Noah Flores breaking tackles. And it's really hard to bring that guy down. And he gets him inside the 15, inside the BlackRock red zone. First down, Satellite as Noah Flores with a run up the middle for a gain of 20.
Hey, that's impressive. Freshman running the ball. Kid's 14 years old, toting it like that. He's got speed. He hits the hole well, but boy, did he keep those legs turning and refuse to go down.
High stepping.
High stepping, that's
These guys
right.
slipping off the legs. And Noah Flores has been doing that. We got to see him all through youth football, went all the way to the Pop Warner Super Bowl, national championships with Satellite and the freshman year. And Noah Flores making an impact. They stack the receivers both sides, bring one across. Low snap on the ground. Rayful, I think his knee went down.
Yeah, he's going to be down when he got that ball.
That's going to be a loss of about 6. Second down and 16, Satellite at the Astronaut 20. Another note about Flores. I remember Coach Helton, one of the coaches that likes to, make freshmen play a year on JV. And I remember we heard that story from him and some other coaches saying, yeah, we just had to move Noah up to varsity, and you see he's a starter on varsity as well. Trips near side, second and long. Rayful throws the wheel route to Noah Flores. Flores around the edge. Good blocking. He's going to get slung out of bounds by his jersey there. And that ends up gaining him a few more yards. And that's going to get him up right around the line to gain, on a gain of about 13 plus here by Satellite. They're going to give him 13. It'll be 3rd and 2, Satellite at the Astronaut 7-yard line.
Yeah, he's an impressive athlete. I mean, gosh, imagine what he's going to turn into.
We don't have score updates tonight, unfortunately. So if anyone has any, drop them in the comments. If anyone is asking for any, we do not know. Handoff up the middle. Noah Flores bouncing, cutting inside. Flores is in. Touchdown, Satellite for the second time in the first quarter for Noah Flores from 7 yards out. His first 2 touchdowns of the season coming in the first quarter of tonight's game. And a good start for Noah Flores on the ground.
Yeah, good to get him going early, and that's the exact same play they ran earlier that he scored on. Just a nice, simple give, inside zone play, and let your athlete get in space. You had a hole, let him squirt through it and score.
Satellite looking with the swinging gate once again. Caleb Garner to kick the extra point. The hold to Ethan Rayful. Movement by Astronaut, so kick is good, but there's an offside, so see if that changes the plan for Satellite.
I think you go for it here.
They could.
You're going to be on the 1 yard line.
I don't think they realized, because most of the team ran off the field.
No, they're bringing the big
No,
uglies
they're bringing
in
the offense
there. Yeah.
out. 2-point conversion going to come for Satellite now as that offsides penalty puts them closer. And we'll see if Satellite can go up by 8 here late in the first quarter, about 57 seconds remaining. And I don't know, we haven't seen Logan Waite yet, the lead back. He may be inactive tonight. I'm trying to look for him on the sideline. Flores does usually get a good amount of carries, but he's been in on every single offensive snap, where normally it's a little bit of back and forth between those two. Waite got the only touchdown for Satellite last week. 2-point conversion coming for Satellite. Astronaut shows blitz. Handoff. Flores is in for 2 more. And it's 15-7 Satellite late in the first quarter as Noah Flores punches in now all 14 of Satellite's 15 points on the night.
Yeah, that was the same play they scored on. He just went to the other side. I mean, he's got a hole, and he's got the burst to go through that hole. And these linebackers for Astronaut have done a darn good job up to this point, just kind of flying around and stuff. But when you got a quick little back like that, it's easy to over pursue it, and I think that's what we saw on both of the last few plays.
So it's 15-7 Satellite here late in the first quarter. As off the offsides penalty, Satellite gets the opportunity to go for two. They take advantage and cash in, and it's 15-7 Scorps lead by 8 thanks to Noah Flores scoring both their touchdowns and the 2-point conversion on the ground. We're looking for emergence from Satellite's offense tonight. We've seen it so far on the ground and through the air. Rayful's looked good.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's been distributing. We saw a couple long shots, one of them resulting in a pretty crucial pass interference penalty to put them where they're at. And then
another one was hauled in.
Yeah, and then just, nice little easy passes to the edge and let your athletes go get you some yards. We saw it with Flores, and we saw it with another player earlier.
Garner kicks it over to the 30-yard line. Another fair catch for Astronaut with Nate Edwards, and it'll be first down and 10 Astronaut for their own 30. Get a score update. Tonight, Heritage 12, Merritt Island nothing early in that one in one of our 4 games of the week this week. And that one, that's number 4 Heritage versus number 6 Merritt Island in our Super 7. And that's going to be a very interesting game to see if Merritt Island can stay undefeated or if Heritage can rebound from their first loss of the season and come back to play in their football we saw in the first few games. First down and 10, Astronaut at their own 30. And 2 drives have had 1 punt and 1 touchdown. So we'll see how this drive turns out for the War Eagles and see if they can come back and tie this game up. Direct snap, give on Sally underneath, and he's only going to get 1. That was Elijah Peters, and that's the first time Satellite's really been able to limit Peters on the ground, and that's going to make it second down.
Yeah, the War Eagle offensive line did a pretty good job of collapsing the edge there. It's just those linebackers for Satellite were able to flow on it. They weren't going to get got a second time.
Second down and about 10 for Astronaut at their own 30. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Satellite with an 8-point lead. Again, you got the whole Flores family and grandparents watching from Guam. Noah having a heck of a first quarter.
Sure is.
He also plays defense.
Yeah, he plays corner. Not going to get a lot of action tonight at corner.
He had 2 interceptions last week. There's a little movement up front. They don't call it. And they're going to roll out here looking with the option to pass. He is going to pass. It's going to be overthrown. Looking to the outside, looking for Nate Edwards on the pass by Jordan Marquez. And that'll be the end of our first quarter of play here from Astronaut. Satellite leading at 15-7.
All right, let me tell you guys about BlackRock Engineering and Technology. BlackRock Engineering and Technology's team of cybersecurity, software, network engineers, and strategic leaders are direct. They do not shy away from providing you with what they think will work best for your organization. BlackRock is a certified service-disabled, veteran-owned small business, as well as a minority-owned business. BlackRock will collaborate with you. They will challenge traditional norms in order to orient an organization to a mindset of forward thinking in order to seize their vision quickly, without the fluff or without the wasted time, which I think we can all agree. If you're a part of a business and you're looking for BlackRock, I think it's nice to cut to the chase. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Do what you think is right. That's why I'm hiring you. BlackRock offers clear direction, complete with comprehensive solutions as your trusted advisor and a partner in your success, where other companies only provide vague direction. Hit up BlackRock Engineering and Technology if this sounds like something that would fit your needs at www.blackengtech.com or telephone number 321-428-3688.
Got another score update. Vieira 7, Baker County 0.
Hey now.
So that could be a statement win on the road for Vieira. Third down and 10 for Astronaut. Here in the first play of the second quarter, Marquez rolling out, blitz coming hard. He's going to get hit. It's going to be a short throw there looking for Avery Roberson, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10 and a punt to come. And I question why Astronaut sudden with a switch up to the passing game.
Well, maybe, they've been given a steady dose of running. It looks like that Jordan Marquez is capable enough to throw these quicker hitting routes, especially in the flats. Kind of zig while you were zagging. And, maybe open something back up. Really, usually you run to keep the pass honest.
Yeah.
I think they're passing to keep the run honest at this point.
Fair assessment.
I do want to point something out before they punt. I know we got scores coming in, guys. If you're new to the stream or weren't on before the game started, our dear friend, BSN colleague, Donnie Reber, is having some health conditions. He's usually our score guy in the comments. Really helps us out. He's going to be unavailable for the foreseeable future. So if you're able to drop some scores, drop them in.
Big return there by Satellite inside the Astronaut 40 by Jaden Lamb. And it's going to be first down. Scorps on a big return off the punt. Satellite cashing in on special teams early on some of those punt returns.
Yeah, they've started with pretty good field position on all of their drives outside of the first one, where they really had to try and go the length of the field, and they got stopped. Another good return here. It's going to put them about the 40-yard line, maybe the 41, depending on how you look at it. And, this puts pressure on that Astronaut defense. It makes it a lot more difficult to defend an offense that's only got to go 40 yards.
First down and 10, Satellite at the Astronaut 40, taking over on their opening drive of the second quarter with an 8-point lead. Under center is Rayful. I formation, they toss it to Noah Flores. Good blocks, Flores up the hole, cutting back, spinning out of some tackles, and Flores will pick up 9 on first down, that'll make it 2nd and 1.
I think Flores might have found his full-time position. I mean, he looks good running the football.
Yeah, in youth football, he was a cornerback, a quarterback. They sometimes split him out at wide receiver, kick returner. He played everything.
Well,
but he was a primary quarterback in youth football, but Satellite has poured him over to running back due to his speed and size, and it's
I
it's
think
paying
you got
off.
the flexibility to put him in the slot if you wanted to, too.
Definitely.
But I like him on this side of the football.
Rayful to throw, 2nd and 1, quick throw, slip screen underneath. And I think he's going to pick up the first down yardage. That is number 8, Atticus Henderson. That's their leading tackler, and Satellite, they named him their player of the week last week as he had a few receptions and some good defensive plays.
Yeah, nice job to hold on to the ball, too. He got hit as soon as he grabbed it by big number 4 down there, Avery Roberson. Usually you see guys pop that loose. He was able to contain it and pick up the first.
First down and 10, Satellite, the Astronaut 30. Rayful, handoff. Flores finds a hole, but it closes up. He drags the defender for 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I got to tell you, for a smaller guy, he keeps his legs turning, and he's only going to get bigger. But the way he moves with the football, his vision, and the way he just carries it, you got yourself a back, Satellite.
Only a freshman. 2nd down and 4 for Satellite at the Astronaut 24-yard line. Rayful in the gun this time. They pull Henderson across. Handoff Flores. Flores up the middle. He'll get slung down for a first down now inside the Black Rock red zone at the Astronaut 20. Is now it's just churn and burn on the ground for Satellite. It's working pretty well on this drive. First down and 10, Satellite inside the Black Rock Engineering and Technology red zone at the Astronaut 19-yard line. In the gun again is Rayful with Flores. 2 receivers far, 1 to the near sideline. Rayful, keeper here on the read option. He's going to get flushed out to the sideline and thrown out of bounds. They're going to call a flag on that one.
That's the second time, too. I think that was designed, too, the way he was riding him. He never seated the ball. I think he was keeping that all the way to maybe keep this Astronaut defense honest instead of just converging just on Flores to show, like, hey, look, I can run the football, too.
Personal foul on Astronaut. That's 15 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal. Satellite coming up, as I'm going to assume, or probably a late hit out of bounds or something of the nature there on Ethan Rayful. Second time Astronauts had that happen tonight on only 2 Ethan Rayful carries. So they got to watch for that sideline. First down and goal coming up for Satellite. Here on their 3rd straight drive, and we're going to have a lot of whistles here.
I think Coach Halleck wants an explanation.
I mean, it's understandable. It was a close one over by the sideline. Kind of hard to see from this side of the field, exactly what transpired, but you know, I know what was going on was close to the sidelines, so I'm assuming that's where the personal foul came from, and there was an official right there. So
Yeah.
probably just explaining to him, you know, what the call was, and yeah. First down and goal, Satellite at the Astronaut 9-yard line. Rifle in the gun. Astronaut moves, and unless Satellite forced him, which they didn't, offsides on Astronaut. First and even closer to goal for Satellite.
Good hard count there. Clapped. It looks like they've been primarily going to the clap for the thing, and he said, hey, let's do it on 2 claps this time, guys. Everybody hold your water.
First down. It's going to be a toss to Flores. Flores, good blocks, cutting upfield, and Astronaut converges on him. Flores thinks he's in, and he is. Touchdown, Satellite again. Noah Flores with his 3rd of the first half from 5 yards out, as Noah Flores continuing to have an amazing performance on the ground tonight. That one from 5 yards out. I wasn't aware of how close they were to the goal line, and that quick cutback got him where he needed to be and into the end zone for the touchdown. And they're going to go for 2 once again, I believe. Yeah, no kicker on the field. Satellite going for 2 again. Quick snap, handoff, Flores bouncing it outside. He will be short. Good stop by Astronaut on that one. Number 4, Avery Roberson stops him, and it's 21-7 Scorps with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Roberson said he had enough of this Flores kid. We're gonna put a stop to it right now, and he did. But yeah, on that touchdown run, I mean, good cut to split the 2 defenders. Good job of reaching your arms out there to get your hat trick here early in the second quarter, and Noah Flores is kind of taking over the game right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you know, I've been waiting for that this season. Flores, I know, has the capability, seen him through youth and all that, but defensively he was doing that. He was turning some heads, but offensively, I mean, they were kind of splitting carries with him and Waite. I haven't seen Waite tonight. I don't know if that's on game plan or if he is injured or something, but Noah Flores has taken over the backfield tonight, and he has made a name for himself.
I'll tell you something interesting on the 2-point try. Tristan White took the snap.
Yeah, I was going to say, that didn't look like Rifle. Yeah, that is a good reminder. Noah Flores' nickname back in youth football was Turbo.
Well, I imagine that's because he's pretty darn fast.
And Caleb Garner will come back on to kick this one off. Noah Flores fan club in the comments. All his family from Guam, among other Satellite fans. And Garner with the kickoff. They fair caught it every time. They're going to take it. Roberson on the run with it. Still fighting. He's going to reverse field. He still has it. Up past the 35. And, well, Avery Roberson made some space there. Almost got around the corner,
going to get 15
but still a solid
on
return.
They just threw a flag. It's going to be a personal foul, and it looks like Satellite from what they're indicating. Could be another late hit out of bounds. But, yeah, heck of a job by Roberson to getting kind of mushed in the middle of that return and picking up a couple extra yards by squeaking outside. He's looked good on defense tonight as well, Jackson.
Dead ball personal foul on Satellite. It's going to give 15 yards to Astronaut as both these teams playing a little aggressive out there on the sidelines tonight, and then the refs have caught them for it a few times.
Yeah, the refs aren't having it. You know, weird stuff can tend to happen on the sidelines, and I'm sure some of these haven't been intentional. I'm sure actually all 3 of them that have been called haven't been intentional. But now your Astronaut, you're set up in good field position. And last time we saw them have field position like this, they went right down the field and scored. Yeah, I mean, you know, with Satellite starting to run together a good string of touchdown drives, Astronaut's got to respond here, and this could be a great opportunity to do so. As it's 1st and 10, Astronaut at the Satellite 45-yard line, off the 15-yard penalty off a good return as well. As direct snap, they're going to counter it the other way. Peters getting through, and that's going to be a gain of 11. First down, Astronaut on the Sally-esque play to Elijah Peters for the first down. Yeah, Peters was the one who busted the long run on the first drive, and that's a good way to stay ahead of the chains there, is hit him with that Sally play. The tackles and tight ends for Astronaut have done a darn good job of collapsing that edge and allowing Peters some running room on that outside. Going to go again. And
they're going to give it right back to him. Peters with a good burst of speed there for a gain of about 5, and there is a flag down.
Yeah, it's going to be illegal procedure on this one. I don't think they had enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Astronaut wondering what the call is here. False start on Astronaut. Astronaut does not agree. PA announcer calls it a legal procedure.
It's the same hand movement, and that's what they would have called it dead if it was a false start.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage.
So that's going to put them up at 1st and 15 at their own 40. Score update: Coco 14, O'Galley nothing, and another one of our 4 games tonight.
A lot of talking going back and forth in that one, Jackson.
Absolutely. That's number 1 versus number 3 in our Super 7. Some people saying O'Galley should be number 2 over Rockledge.
Got a chance to prove it
tonight.
tonight.
They can prove it tonight. 1st and 15, Astronaut at the Satellite 39. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Marquez taking it to the far side with blockers, bouncing it outside. Good run here. Still going. We're going to have a flag down on a gain of about 10 by Jordan Marquez.
I don't know. I assume they're going to call a hold. I didn't see a hold. Yeah, that's what they're going to call.
It's a hold on Astronaut. It's going to be another 10 yards back.
Astronauts found something offensively, though. I think they've kind of exploited the edge of this defense.
Yeah.
They've compressed this defense into a box. They're getting all 11 players near the line of scrimmage, but there's nobody really to defend the edge. Your corners are out on an island to defend the outside, and this Astronaut offensive line is doing a really good job of collapsing that edge and allowing the ball carrier to get outside. So that's something to keep an eye on here.
They gotta watch the holding, though. This will be the first time out of the half for Astronaut. With 7:56 to go in the first half, Satellite leading it 21-7.
Jackson, it gets hot in Florida. Do you like air conditioning?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like a working toilet?
Definitely.
Boy, do I have a place for you. Let me talk to you about American Air and Plumbing. American Air and Plumbing is Brevard's go-to pros for Florida's tough AC and plumbing services and proud sponsor of the Brevard Sports Network. Florida Tough. Never mind. Trust American Air and Plumbing for fast AC repairs or rugged AC systems like their Florida edition, built to withstand our brutal Florida climate. Boy, it's been nice tonight, but it was a hot summer. So
yeah.
Or the revolutionary Daikin AC with rebates up to $1,800. Jackson, I don't know how much money you have, but $1,800 is always nice.
Yeah.
And warranties for up to 12 years. Folks, Jackson is only 11, so that warranty is lasting longer than how long Jackson's been alive. AmericanAirandPlumbing.com, serving Brevard since 1942, the year after Alan Slaughtersinski was born.
Oh, man.
Titusville up 14-10 on Fleming Island. We were talking about that before the broadcast.
I knew that one was going to be a close game. 2nd and 16 for Astronaut. They give the Sally play to Peters, cutting up field, and he's going to get them most of those penalty yardage back, but it's still going to be 3rd and long here.
Could have had a face mask there, too. Satellite player got a hold of it. It would have been, if we had the variety, it would have been the accidental 5-yard variety, but it would have still been called 15. But when unlooked, I'm going to pick up about 4. And this is the situation that Astronaut cannot find themselves in. If you're going to run this offense, which I think it's out of necessity tonight, if you're going to run this offense, this is something where you have to stay ahead of the sticks, and penalties are going to absolutely kill you because you can't stay ahead of the sticks, and you really don't have much of a drop-back passing game. I'd be interested to see if they do have some sort of screen implemented out of these formations. I think that would be helpful, kind of get that defense flowing and hit them underneath, but we'll see.
3rd and long for Astronaut. Marquez dropping back. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's intercepted. Tipped and picked. There's going to be a flag at the end of it, as there's no reason to fall on him. And the interception by number 0, Najer Giles on the interception. 1st down, Satellite, as they cut Astronaut's drive short with the first turnover of the night.
Yeah, and you have to pass there. I mean,
now, was that ball tipped?
It was tipped, but I mean, it's not the NFL. He can't get up, so he had no reason to fall on him afterwards.
Yeah, not at all.
But yeah, I think he grabbed that with one hand. Heck of an interception, and it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's the 2nd pass tonight we've seen get tipped at the line of scrimmage. And again, tough circumstances. Your Astronaut, you got to throw in that situation. I mean, just kind of tough break if you're Astronaut, but heck of a play by the linebacker, Najer Giles.
Titusville 21 now over Fleming Island, nothing. That's number 5 in Brevard according to the BSN Super 7 in Titusville, not Fleming Island. 1st down and 10, Satellite. As Rayful turns, gives Noah Flores. Gonna be wrapped up and stuffed for a loss there. Good play by Astronaut number 80, Garrett Jenkins. Makes the big loss there on first. It'll be 2nd down and 13 now for Satellite at their own 44.
Yeah, I think that was a little zone read play out of the pistol look, and Jenkins does a good job of kind of holding water, squeezing, and then exploding, and forcing the handoff, and then be able to come out on it and stop it for a loss.
Big thanks tonight to Miss Charlotte Donahue for the score updates. 2nd down and long for Satellite I formation. Quick toss here to Flores, trying to get the corner. Stiff arm, but he's going to get ripped down by Avery Roberson, and it's 3rd down and long as Astronaut coming out a lot better defensively on this drive than the last few on Noah Flores, and it's 3rd and long for Satellite.
Yeah, Roberson's been a bright spot on this defense so far. He's playing that corner spot, but he is not afraid to come up and hit, and as you saw there, and on that sweep play, they had a well-designed blitz, kind of blew up the timing of it, and caused Flores to keep kind of stringing it out until Roberson was able to get there. Stand corrected. He's playing the overhang. It's like outside linebacker, safety type position, not corner.
3rd down and about 14 for Satellite. Rayful drops back to pass. Blitz coming, and he's just going to take the sack here. Big number 99, Langston Edmonds, drops him on 3 straight plays for a loss by the Astronaut defense, and it's going to be 4th down and about 21. And Satellite's going to be forced to punt here. Great defense by the War Eagles.
Yeah, they went with that they went with that on the last play, the double arrow, double A-gap blitz. Brings that pressure, and Rayful just kind of accepted it. He didn't really look to step up in the pocket or make a side step to his left, and just kind of came back. And the linebackers they're fun to watch, man. They move around.
Timeout on the field, didn't see by which team with 5:16 to go in the half.
Might have a
21-7.
water break here by the
Could also have that. 2 more score updates. Vieira up over Baker County 14-0 as they're trying to string back-to-back wins here this season. And Heritage 12, Merritt Island 3s, and back-to-back weeks. Heritage defense not with the shutout. Which the only reason we're making that comment is just because that's to give the caliber of that defense that when they don't pit a shutout.
You got to mention it. It's worth mentioning.
But Merritt Island's offense right now is arguably top of the county.
Oh, yeah, they're humming.
Sean Hartman and Kasim Ross and Ryder Veras at wide receiver. Big 3 over there at Merritt Island. And Satellite back to punt here on 4th down and 21. Good snap. And the boot gets away. Pressure was there. This one spiraling down.
Oh, he muffed
and the
it.
muff on the ground. Satellite falls on it. 1st down, Scorpions at the Astronaut 35. Number 49 makes the play. They fall on it. That's Samuel Schultz. And it's 1st down, Satellite in Astronaut territory.
Hang. If you're an Astronaut, you're really kicking yourself. Your defense came out and made a huge stand there. And
off of a turnover.
Yeah, off of a turnover, and you got to get underneath that ball if you're the punt returner. You can't have your arms out like the way they were. You got to track it. If you can't get underneath it, then abort. Get out of there. Just get absolutely out of there. You also had an opportunity to block it way back here. You had 2 guys coming in, and I say it every week we call a game, Jackson. You got to be an airplane. You cannot be a helicopter. You got to come in, get parallel to the ground, and reach those arms out and let the ball kick you square in the chest. Don't be afraid of it. That's why you got pads on. You can't jump up and down. You're never going to get it.
Got another timeout on the field with 5 minutes to go in the first half. And, yeah, that one, as you said, I know they want to stop the ball there so it doesn't bounce too far. But if you have to run up that far for it, you just got to bail out.
Yeah,
I've seen probably 1 time out of 10 that ever actually be caught. College, NFL, high school, youth, it doesn't matter. That's just not a position we're going to run up and catch a falling football. Sometimes it'll bounce off their chest if they're coming too quick. In that case, you're not there in time, and you just flip it off the fingertips.
And it's just deflating for this Astronaut defense who just, had a heck of a defensive stand here, made Satellite go backwards after they've just been hemorrhaging the run game.
And on the recovery, it was either number 19, Paris Jarnes, or number 49, Samuel Schultz. Rayful to drop, 1st and 10, airing it out, 1-on-1. Incomplete. Looking for Tristan White. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, White's not a name we've called frequently tonight. They've been doing a pretty good job of keeping him covered up. And I gotta tell you, outside of the pass interference and the first deep catch, secondary for Astronauts got something going on. I know what the score is right now, but I have been thoroughly impressed with the way. Yeah, it's been the run game. I have been thoroughly impressed specifically with the linebackers. but with the way this Astronaut defense has been playing football. They're gritty, they're quick, and they fly around.
Man in motion was Lamb. Rayful blitz coming hard off the edge. He's going to flick it out on a little shovel pass. It's caught for some yards here. That's Eric Wiesa. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and manageable now for Satellite on what could have been a broken play, and Rayful extends it to Wiesa for a short gain.
Well, Astronaut had an absolute possibility of blowing that, or opportunity rather, of blowing that thing up in the backfield. Defender ran right past him, kind of reached his arm out. Lower your shoulder, man. Take him out.
Cut him off. You know he's going to roll out.
Yeah, he had already caught it. You don't have to worry about that.
And it's going to be 3rd down and about 7 now for Satellite at the Astronaut 33. Now the Astronaut defense once again trying to force Satellite to maybe 4 and out. Give it back to Astronaut off of another turnover. Or, well, a mistake, special teams.
Yeah, we've seen Satellite kind of get away from the run on this drive. That's been really what's been moving them down the field. And looks like they're going to get that power I set, which is primarily a run set, but they have thrown play action off of it.
I formation, 3rd and 7. Scorps inside Astronaut territory. Play fake. Rayful rolls out. Blitz coming. Running with it. Throws. Bobbled and incomplete. Looking for Tristan White, who's still down on the play, holding his leg. And he hops right up after a moment. And now it's 4th down and 7. Satellite in this territory. I was seeing Garner drill him or kicking him from about the 30. I think that's kind of maybe where his range kind of ends comfortably. So maybe they'll go for it here on 4th down.
You have to. And I mean,
I know they're not punting it.
Yeah, in that situation, I appreciate trying to pick up the 1st down. Heck of a throw by Rayful, just bounced off his chest plate, but if you're going to go in this situation, you know you can't kick the field goal. You'd like to see maybe a run and pick up a couple yards.
4th and 7. Rayful drops again. Has time. Throwing deep. Has a man. Incomplete. And looking down the sideline, that one a little handsy defensively. They don't throw the flag. So Satellite's going to turn it over on downs. Over the Astronaut War Eagles.
It was handsy on both sides. I mean, the receiver they were hand fighting, and he didn't turn around. But there's no face guarding in high school football. You can face him all you want as long as you don't bring him to the ground or impede him in the catch. So I think that was really good coverage by our guy Elijah Peters, number 15. We saw him earlier on Astronaut's lone touchdown of the night. And I call that good coverage, but I'm a defensive guy, so maybe I'm biased.
Well, yeah, if there's no face guarding in high school, then yeah, that was my only comment there. I think they went back and forth hand fighting, and that was completely fine. So
how about that Astronaut defense too?
They came up big
twice. They just bowed up again, and that's huge morale booster for your offense. See if you can string one together. Maybe eat up this clock. Only 3:42 left in the half. Eat up this clock.
Astronaut will get the ball first.
Yeah.
And I think if you're if you're Satellite, go back to running the football. 1st, 2nd down, maybe pass on 3rd. Brings a man in motion. They fake the give. Drop back to pass. Good blocks. Throw. It is dropped to the outside. Looking for Chris Wolf rolling out on the wheel route. Good throw. Incomplete there by Jordan Marquez on the pass.
Yeah, if you're an Astronaut, you're one-dimensional. Stay one-dimensional. I know you're trying to get them, maybe catch them sleeping, but just run the football. Exploit the edges. Run the football right now. You have time. You got timeouts as well. Run the ball. Chew up this 3 minutes, get inside there, and then maybe you can take a little throw to the end zone if you get near there.
Same thing I said about Satellite. You can run the ball on 1st and 2nd. If it's 3rd and long, maybe you try it to extend the drive, but you don't really have to on 1st and 2nd down considering how it's gone for you tonight.
Right.
2nd down and 10 for Astronaut. They bring the man in motion again. This time they give a little touch pass to him, trying to get the edge. And Satellite strips it out, and they fall on it. And the 2nd turnover defensively goes to Najer Giles. 1st down Satellite, and they'll take right back over where they were just turned over on downs. Their 2nd straight turnover defensively by Najer Giles. 1st down Satellite at the Astronaut 31.
God, that poor Astronaut defense, man.
Just got off the field. They head back on. They're ready to go. Satellite will take over. And, man, for the love of God, run the ball if you're Satellite here. You're getting now a 3rd opportunity gifted to you by your special teams and defense. At this point, you got to get a touchdown.
Yeah, you got to give it a run here.
And that touchdown's more to tell your defense, thanks. Fake Fake the jet sweep, handoff underneath. Noah Flores breaks a tackle. Flores bouncing outside. One blocker. He cuts back inside. Flores spinning down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 29 by Noah Flores. First and goal, Scorpions inside the BlackRock Engineering and Technology red zone.
Yeah, good counterplay there. A little misdirection there with the jet sweep look, and then you pull you got a little GT counter where you pull the guard and tackle around and get Flores out in space. Good blocking downfield, and there he goes again, Flores.
First and goal, Satellite at the Astronaut 2.
Tristan White at quarterback here.
Here we go.
And
He
gonna
fakes.
bootleg it.
White rolls out. White on the bootleg. He's going to use his legs, and Tristan White is going to run it in from a few yards out. Touchdown Satellite on a 4-yard Tristan White scramble. And on their third gifted possession from their defense and special teams, they punch it in the end zone off the fumble recovery.
And you said it before the drive started, just run the ball. That's where you've had the success. Listen, you don't need to put up passing stats, man. You're running the ball this effectively. I mean, shoot, we saw Rockledge do it a couple weeks ago against Vieira. If you're running the ball well, don't get away from it, because one, you're going to shorten the game, and two, it's working for you. You're going to win the game.
Satellite's going to come out with the extra point. Caleb Garner on the field. Atticus Henderson, by the way, stripped the ball. Forgot to say that, where Giles recovered it. So good strip by Atticus Henderson, and then Satellite went straight down. Flores got 29, and the last few were capped off by Tristan White. Good snap, kick up, and it is good by Caleb Garner. And with 2:38 to go in the first half, 28-7 Satellite.
How did Astronaut not block that?
They were all over it.
That must have just grazed the top of his thing there. Huh.
And this is another one of those games that it's just like, honestly, the score doesn't replicate the product we're seeing on the field. As I still think Astronaut's playing a solid football game, but it's just now with these turnovers starting to come in, it's kind of like a feeding frenzy we started to see 2 weeks ago, where a team just starts to kind of take everything going their way and turn it into points.
Well, here's my takeaway so far for Astronaut. You're right, they're playing a good game, but they're playing with their hand tied behind their back. They're out there starting quarterback and their backup quarterback. You've got to go to this Wildcat based single wing type offense, which I'm sure they repped. And, you know, honestly, they look decent at running.
It looks
so
good.
I'm
I
sure,
think they should keep this going.
I'm sure it's if Two's their starting quarterback and he's down on the sideline, that's a heck of an athletic looking player. So maybe so. But regardless, I don't think you're running your base offense. You're running something that you had to put together, and you're running it efficiently, but it's not, you can't go to the pass when you need to. So the second you get it behind the sticks, you're kind of SOL. Defensively, they're playing well. They've just been on the field so often, and
I mean, they stopped them 2 times in a row, and then their offense turned it over again.
Exactly.
Muffed kickoff here, and they're going to have to return it now.
Okay.
Cutting back, and he's going to be dropped down there. Number 8 on the return, Nate Edwards. We got 2 score updates. Heritage up over Merritt Island, only 12-9 now, is 9 unanswered by the Mustangs. The Holy Trinity leads Father Lopez 17-0, looking to rebound to their first loss to Merritt Island last week.
Nate Edwards had some hops there. He's hitting a couple jump cuts in there, scooting and booting.
So with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half of play, Satellite with a 28-7 lead here over Astronaut. As the War Eagles will take the field offensively, yet to score since the opening drive of the game for them. You'd love to score here in a half and then take a score at a half as well, cut it to 7 in an ideal world. We'll see if they're able to move the ball down the field. Their last 2 drives ended with an interception, a fumble. So we'll see if Astronaut can get it back offensively. I think, again, even off a fumble, try and go back to the run game. They're going to pass. Marquez throw underneath, and it's swatted and incomplete looking for Edwards. And besides jet touch passes, haven't completed a pass yet tonight.
That's the third one we've seen get batted at the line of scrimmage. And listen, I got to tell you,
one of them was picked.
it looks. I saw Marquez warming up and warm-ups before the game. He can throw the football. It's just the problem about it right now is, he's kind of a smaller player. I mean, we'll call a spade, and he's got a lower hitch. I mean, he's not a quarterback typically throwing the football, so he's got a lower hitch, and those balls are just getting swatted right at the line of scrimmage.
Thank you much for the jersey correction. The man with 2 turnovers tonight, Zachary Radawi, wearing number 0, as escaping, throwing it into the dirt there was Marquez. On the tight pressure, Coach Helton giving giving his case for the flag for intentional grounding. He's not going to get it. Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah,
There's
he
a
is.
flag
That
down.
flag's
Hold
still
on.
down there.
Yep, hold on. But yeah, thank you for the jersey correction. So Zachary Redowie with 2 turnovers. He had the interception and the fumble recovery. Redowie, I believe, the sack leader for Satellite and their second leading tackler behind Atticus Henderson.
Did that not get to the line? I thought it got to the line of scrimmage there.
I don't know if it did. But yeah, and so Zachary Redowie with the fumble recovery on the last drive along with the interception the drive prior. Flag's waved off.
Yeah,
so it'll be second and 10.
I think that's...
So it'll be third and 10 rather. Astronaut at throwing 29 in this drive. They've gone pass and pass, and it's been pressure and an incompletion. So 2 incompletions. So Astronaut, I mean, they may have to go pass again on 3rd and long, but I still think that the run game could set you up for 4th and short if you feel like going for it. I just don't know if the pass game is going to get you a first down. 3rd down and 10. They're going to pass blitz coming hard off the edge. He has time. Now he'll take off with it. Marquez running through some guys. And he picks up about 6, and he'll bring up 4th down and 4. And late in the first half, under 2 minutes to play, we'll see if Astronaut decides to go for it.
Hey, you know what? He looked good tucking that and running. He probably could have done it a second sooner and then scampered out to the right side. He might still be running, but good job of tucking that, not trying to force anything. You had 3 balls batted to the ground. 1 resulted into an interception. Get down and take it. Blitz was coming. Get down and take off with it.
And they're going to go for it. 4th down and 4 for Astronaut at their own 35-yard line. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Movement up front.
I think you're going to get a false start here.
Satellite's looking for it on Astronaut. And this is going to be detrimental to this play. And see the officials call on the field. False start. So now it'll be 4th and 9 for Astronaut. With that jump, I think they're going to be, I think that's going to force them to punt this football unless they'll bring on that personnel. Titusville leads Fleming Island 21-17.
It's happening just across the way here in Titusville.
4th down and 9. Astronaut back to punt now on a drive they really wanted to get back in the scoring column late in the first half. Good snap. Boot gets away. End over end. This will be good field position for Satellite again. Now they'll return it. Jaden Lamb. And he'll go down there after a short return, but even a short, actually that was Tristan White rather, on the return. And on that one, good stop by Astronauts kick team, but Satellite's still with great field position to start. It'll be 1st and 10 to the Astronaut 42-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, it wasn't the best punt in the world, but, you kind of stopped it from being a bigger return. And now your defense, you got to call your defense once again. I mean, can we stop the bleeding with 1 minute and 13 seconds left here and maybe get your offense back on the field and just take a couple knees and go into the half.
1st down and 10, Satellite at the Astronaut 43. Astronaut will get the ball first after the half.
Tristan White checks in at quarterback.
He ran that last one in for the touchdown. 5 wide for Tristan White at quarterback. Man in motion is Jaden Lamb. So now it's the trips on the far side. Lamb.
I'm going to check out of that.
Trying to figure it out. He's going to pull back in and settle. 1st down and 10, Satellite 5 wide. 1 minute 13 to go in the first half. White, quick keeper over the middle. QB draw. Pushing it to the outside. That's going to be a gain of about 13. 1st down and 10, Satellite at the Astronaut 30 on the run by White.
Yeah, and we haven't really called White's number a lot tonight as in the passing game, and that's simply because the running game has been humming. But, White's a player where you want to get him, a certain number of touches a game. And if this is what it calls for, lining him up at quarterback and running Q power, then, hey, that's what you got to do.
1st and 10, White to throw. Dropping one over the top with a man. It is nearly intercepted by Nate Edwards with 2 receivers in the area. And there's 2 flags at the line of scrimmage, and it'll go on Satellite.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding, but great break on the ball by the safety, Nate.
That's one where the ball's thrown
Edwards.
in between 2 guys. The top guy's either got to come down or the underneath's got to go up and get it. It was a solid throw, but you threw it kind of right to the lone guy in coverage.
Yeah, you got to come underneath that. I mean, you play it right. You stay on top, and when the ball is in the air, getting close to the receiver, that's when you can undercut it. I would like to have seen him go up with 2 hands and maybe secure the interception there, but it's okay. Batted ball is just as good, and you got the flag to boot.
First down and 20, Satellite at the Astronaut 40. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trips. And Lamb drops the ball on the jet sweep. I think White got it back. Wrestling it away from Jordan Marquez. And the clock will roll, and it'll be second and longer now for Satellite, 20-plus. I think now they'll just let this one go into half.
Yeah, no, you don't snap the ball.
I don't know if that was a touch pass that was bobbled or a jet sweep that was kind of just
It looked like a handoff, and it just just fell to the ground. They're going to try and run another
play here. They got 10 seconds. They got to actually get set, though. Oh, the refs are just standing on the ball. Satellite, the clock's going to run out here. The refs just placed the ball, and that's going to run out the half. I have no idea why.
That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know why
they're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
here.
They should. They just kind of sat on the ball there.
Well, they didn't have it marked. They didn't have it placed where it was supposed to go.
Yeah, and I think that may have been the clock operator letting it run. I mean, I think they told him to wind, but then didn't follow up with it. So they're going to have a talk about this. Satellite should get one more play. Heritage leads Merritt Island 20-9. Yeah, I think Satellite should get one play here because they let that clock run for a good 15 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to put 15 back on the clock here.
And that's a good call by the officials. Good job.
But now it should start on his call now. So it's not going to start on the snap. It should start on the White Hat's call.
Yeah. So now Satellite will have. It's weird. They marked it back at the original line of scrimmage. That was a loss on the fumble. So I don't know what. I don't know. Second down and 20. Satellite at the Astronaut 40. Clock will stay stopped till the play begins here. White drops back. Second and 20. Has time. Blitz coming hard. White flushed out of the pocket. Throws one. It's caught. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Satellite. Tristan White to Atticus Henderson for a 40-yard touchdown. And they get the play back and they cash in. And I'll tell you what that one looked like. Shades of Minneapolis.
Yeah,
touchdown, Satellite.
I got to tell you what, man. Nevaeh Dye couldn't have been in better position to make a play on that football, too. And somehow just squared it through his arms and went for the touchdown. Good defense. I mean, you got to call a spade. That was a heck of coverage there. I mean, you can't do anything about that. And an even better play by the Satellite offense.
What a play by Tristan White, rolling out to make the throw. And then Henderson sheds one man and walks it in for a 40-yard touchdown with 10 seconds to go before the half. What a play by Henderson. He gets the strip, and now a touchdown.
I don't know that Atticus Henderson knew he had caught it before, right when he caught it. He just kind of caught it and was like, oh, wait a minute.
There's no one in front of me. Extra point coming for Caleb Garner here right before halftime. And at half, if there's a band performance, you will see it and hear it. If not, then absolutely nothing, and it's blocked that time as Astronaut comes home with it. And they were close last time. That time they come right through and block the extra point. But Satellite's going to take a 34-7 lead here before halftime. And Astronaut hasn't scored since their opening drive here, and Satellite starting to catch a rhythm offensively.
Yeah, Satellite's defense really figured out that single wing look. I mean, it took him a drive or two, but, Helton, the defensive mind that he is, he was like, oh, and he's kind of an old school guy as well. He's like, I know what to do here, and kind of put a stop to it and made them be in uncomfortable positions with that offense. Get them behind the sticks.
I'll say it was good coverage. It was also a good toss there by Tristan White to, just like Rayfield did in that deep throw. Just it's high pointing the football to the fact that it doesn't just come underneath and pick it.
It was no high. It was on a frozen rope. I don't know how it went through the defender's arms. I mean, I thought it was an interception, Jackson. I thought it was going to be an interception.
I thought it was either a pick or if he somehow hauled it in, just going to be brought down immediately. Clock runs out, no worries. But nope, sheds right off. And as I said, shades of Minneapolis. And that's going to be a touchdown for Satellite from 40 yards out for Tristan White, the first passing touchdown of the night for the Scorpions. He has his second of the night. So Satellite's offense, 5 touchdowns, 3 by Flores, 2 by White. 1 rushing, 1 passing for Tristan White. And Caleb Garner to kick it off here. 10 seconds to go before halftime. Satellite leading 34-7. It's going to be a squib here by Garner. Takes a bounce. Marquez to return it for Astronaut, and he gets dropped there by Samuel Schultz. And with 6 seconds to go before halftime now, Astronaut will take back over on offense. You're getting the ball first out of half. I would just take either a run play here or a knee.
Oh,
and let it go.
You got to knee it.
Yeah.
You got, God forbid something happens, you try and run a play, and it gets ugly. I think you just play it safe and just hit a knee and call it a half.
And so it'll be 6 seconds to go here before halftime. 1st and 10, Astronaut at their own 40. Satellite jumping ahead 34-7 off 34 unanswered points. And I don't think they're taking a knee here.
Well, they might just grab it and take a knee.
Could be that.
Nope,
they are going to run it. Marquez up the gut. Good run. Marquez picks up about 9, and the clock will run out on the first half.
I think he got a timeout.
I was going to say, they might have gotten the timeout in. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He got the timeout off.
Yeah, Coach Logan Halleck gets the timeout in.
You got to like the competitive spirit by Halleck.
I think that's one of those plays you tell the ref, right after this play's over, give me that timeout.
Yeah.
And, he went down with 1 second to go, and they take the timeout. And it's going to be first down, Astronaut. They gave him the first down, and Astronaut does get the timeout off. Good call by Logan Halleck there. And
must be the name.
I was waiting for that. So last play of the half is the clock ran out once, and we've had a touchdown since that time. And now one more play before halftime. 2nd down, Astronaut. They get set. Man in motion is Roberson. They fake to him. Marquez a drop. Blitz coming. Hail Mary.
Oh, he had him. He just couldn't find it.
He did have him. Streaking through was Elijah Peters. Couldn't find the ball there in double coverage. Incomplete, and we'll head to halftime where Satellite has jumped ahead to a 34-7 lead over Astronaut. Again, at halftime, if we have a band performance, that's what you'll see in here. If not, you'll see nothing. Logan, we'll have an ad read for you before we go.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and thank all 3 of our sponsors for tonight. First and foremost, we'll go to Natwick Insurance. The Natwick Insurance team is ready to help you with your home insurance and any other personal or commercial insurance needs that you may have. Natwick Insurance, Inc. is a trusted choice independent insurance agency that provides insurance solutions with a personal service. Natwick Insurance Agency is blessed to serve Satellite Beach and the surrounding Florida communities by protecting the people they work with just like they protect their own families. If you're not thrilled with your current insurance, contact Natwick Insurance today. How can we help you out? Get a free quote online at www.natwickinsurance.com or call 321-735-0381. We also would like to thank BlackRock Engineering and Technology. BlackRock Engineering and Technology's team of cybersecurity software, network engineers, and strategic leaders. They are direct. They're going to tell you how it is. They're going to say, hey, look, you hired us to meet these needs. Let us meet these needs, and I got to respect that. No fluff, no pomp, no circumstances. They tell you how it is, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's clear direction. Complete with comprehensive solutions as your trusted advisors and a partner in your success. They're a team. All right, you're a part of a team. You brought them on. They want to be on your team to help you succeed. Where other companies in this realm only provide vague, quote-unquote, direction, BlackRock provides the engineering to give you tangible success. And to boot, they're also certified service-disabled, veteran-owned small business as well as minority-owned. So give them a call at 321-428-3688 or www.blackengtech.com. And finally, American Air and Plumbing. It's hot in Florida. You want your AC to work. They've got rebates. They've got warranties. They've been around since 1942. What's left to say? Visit them at AmericanAirandPlumbing.com.
We will have Satellite's band here giving you a performance here at halftime. Score 34-7. Satellite on top.
Mr. Jack Carr, color guard staff, Mrs. Liz Public, and the percussion staff, Mr. Zane Adams. The drum majors are Edward George and Charlotte Aldridge. The band captain, Taylor Budicaro and Band Sergeant Abby Bryant. The band will perform a portion of the 2023 halftime show entitled Hero.
Welcome back, everybody, live to the Brevard Sports Network for the start of the second half of action here from Astronaut High School. Our score in the halftime is Satellite on 34 unanswered points over Astronaut 34-7. As, it's been, for Satellite, 3 guys have made a lot of big plays tonight. Noah Flores, 3 touchdowns on the ground, plus a 2-point conversion. Tristan White with a rushing and a passing touchdown. And Zachary Radawi with 2 turnovers. And I said 3 guys, make it 4, as Atticus Henderson had a touchdown reception and a forced fumble. So 4 kind of horsemen of the Satellite team tonight. Ethan Rafel and some others have made plays, but those 4 have kind of made the most impact on this game so far. For Astronaut, they've stuck with the run early on, and they kind of implemented some pass in their single wing offense, and Satellite was kind of able to counter it. They had back-to-back turnover drives late in the half, and it's interesting as Astronaut started kind of deviating from their game plan, and then things started to kind of go Satellite's way as they scored on their opening drive of the game with a 34-yard rushing touchdown. But from there on out, Satellite's defense stood tough. We got a new kicker out here for the kickoff. That's Zachary Radawi, one of those players I mentioned. Now, kicking was not in that list of accolades or accomplishments that I mentioned, but
it's about to be.
Now it is. Radawi gets the kickoff away, a little line drive kick, and it'll be returned by Astronaut. Number 27, it looked like, on that one on the return, Eugene Booth.
22.
Makai Simmons. So Makai Simmons on the return for Astronaut, and they will start this second half off with the football trailing 34-7. So 1st and 10, War Eagles at their own 37. Good field position. Solid field position to start the second half for Astronaut. First and 10, Astronaut lining up in the familiar formation we've seen all night. And direct snap, keeper up the middle. And a good carry on first down. He's going to carry it up for about 9 for Jordan Marquez.
Yeah, that was one of their better runs since that opening drive for them. Just kind of getting north and south with the power. Marquez is kind of solid off, tight back, and power bottom, and he can kind of move in between those tackles. So I think that's important to get him going in that kind of fashion. But good first down game by the War Eagles. Yeah,
Astronaut kind of went from that inside run to the outside run more favoring. So Satellite's defense may have adjusted out, and now they run back up the middle and get 10 yards actually for the first down by Marquez, and he goes right back with it again up the middle, and he's going to push that into Satellite territory already here to start the second half. Good offense by Astronaut here to start the second half. It's 2nd and 5 now at the Satellite 49. Back-to-back runs for a combined 15 yards by Jordan Marquez.
Yep, and that's what you got to do in this offense, Jackson, is you got to stay ahead of the chains. First down comes 2nd down and 5, 2nd down and 6, 2nd down and 4, somewhere in there. Now, if you get a 3rd and 2, you're looking all right.
As I said in the first half, run the dang football.
That's right.
If you're Astronaut, 2nd down and 5. Once again, it is Marquez. He brings a man in motion across, fakes the touch pass. Keeper up the middle on the fake sweep. Marquez carries him forward. I think that's going to be another first down Astronaut. And it will. First down, Jordan Marquez on the keeper.
Good little use of motion there to provide a misdirection play. They've hit that pop pass a couple times there, make it look like they're going to run that, and then hit him right up the middle just again. Marquez is carrying the ball nicely.
And Astronaut coming right up the gut here to start the second half. It's 1st and 10 at the Satellite 44. No problem. We love broadcasting this game and getting the chance for everyone to be able to watch the game, especially from Guam. And Noah having a great night. And again, 1st down and 10. Astronaut going to throw here. Marquez, blitz coming. He's going to tuck it and run.
That's a face mask.
And there's going to be a flag down, I thought.
No, they didn't call it, but he got taken down by his face mask.
Marquez for a short gain. Look at my peripheral vision caught a football for a flag. No flag on the field. It's going to be 2nd and 8. And again, they try and go pass, and then even when they do tuck it, it doesn't go for far. So, Again, I just think they should stick to the run game. Toho leads Melbourne 16-7 as Bulldogs trying to hang in that one for their first win of the season.
I assume that game started at 7:30. Seems like every other district but Brevard starts their games at 7:30. I could be wrong though.
Second down and 8. Run right up the gut again by Marquez, and again they go right to the hard-nosed run game, and he gets a solid gain. It's going to be 3rd and short for Astronaut here. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're trying to lead a sustained touchdown drive here at the start of the second half.
You know what we haven't seen out of that? It's just been snap and go, snap and go. We haven't seen any kind of zone read action or anything like that. I think that's something you can build on. Or change quarterbacks. Like you change a running back, like you sub them out. If that's what you're going to do, get your other backs involved, so it's not all on Marquez.
Direct Marquez up the gut. He's going to carry him forward. First down, Astronaut. There is a flag down, but they got the first with Jordan Marquez.
Illegal shift on Astronaut.
So that's going to back him up for. I think that keeps it 3rd down.
Yeah, it'll make it about a 3rd and 9.
I think for Astronaut too is I know this is their single wing offense. We could also incorporate just a handoff. Instead of the jet sweeps, just try and hand it off up the gut, delay a handoff.
We saw earlier Colt Stewart would line up in the backfield, and they'd both be on their hands on their knees like they're playing running back. I mean, you're allowed to snap it to him, too.
They haven't in a while, but yeah. So now with that illegal shift, it's going to be 3rd and 9
now,
for
granted, I don't know how much install they put into this. I think this is break glass in case of emergency offense.
Yeah, so we got an update there. Marquez is the only quarterback not injured, so they can't really sub another quarterback.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take another one of your running backs, because that's all you're doing.
Yeah,
you're taking him and
got it. Yeah,
you're doing direct snap stuff, and you can do that with another back.
That's just a tough situation for Astronaut, but they're making good use of it. I'll be honest. 3rd down and 8. Marquez drops back, throws a screen, and it's dropped. Yeah, that's a backwards pass. That's gonna be a big loss. As it's going to – no, they rule it an incomplete pass. That's
I thought it was backwards.
So did I.
But that's what I'm saying. When you're running an offense, like any kind of penalty just absolutely kills you.
Yeah.
You have to stay ahead of the schedule in this offense. And, even if something silly as a procedural penalty, that's kind of a nail in the coffin.
Here's what I'll say for Astronaut. Despite, I don't know, the severity of quarterback's injuries, even if they do come back, I would still incorporate some of this formation as an option.
Change the pace.
It has worked tonight. This is a team this season offensively struggled a little bit in some games, and they came out on their opening drive and scored. They're putting together another good sustained drive, minus that one fumble drive as well. They were running that one. That's just a failed motion. Alan Steffen picks it up, and for the 3rd time tonight as I'm talking about it, as it's just a bad motion, bad time snap. And number 1, I believe it was Alan Steffen with the scoop and take off. And for the 3rd time tonight, Satellite's defense forces the turnover for the 2nd time off a fumble recovery. 1st and 10 Satellite at the Astronaut 48.
Yeah, and that's just poor timing on that. They're trying to set up that pop pass or the fake off of the pop pass. And when you get that guy coming in motion, you can't snap it late or it's going to hit the motion man. And that's exactly what we saw right there.
2 scrub days. Cocoa 21, O'Galley 7. And Vieira 21, Baker County 0. 1st and 10 Satellite. Tristan White again is the quarterback. Underneath it's Atticus Henderson. And he picks up a gain of about, I think, 10.
11. Yeah, nice little modest game, little pitch and catch. And
he had a receiving touchdown there at the end of the first half. First
H-back position, which is the new age fullback.
See where they mark it. Down marker says first. Officials timeout here. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Satellite leads at 34-7.
I'm guessing they're going to measure this.
Yeah, after the fumble there was scooped up and returned by Alan Steffen in Astronaut territory. They are going to bring out the measure. As I'll try and give you the zoom here. That's the unofficial BSN Zoom camera, a.k.a. just zooming in the camera. Can't see it. There it is. 1st down Satellite as they measure. And about a good nose of that football was over the line to gain. 1st down Satellite. Now at the Astronaut 38-yard line here. Off the turnover. First down and 10 Satellite. Off the Pitch and catch from White to Henderson. Man in motion, it's Jaden Lamb. They fake the give to him. Misdirection and Noah Flores. Flores bouncing outside, using his speed, splitting defenders inside the 10. No flags on that run, and Flores picks up about 33. First and goal coming for Satellite from Noah Flores.
It doesn't take him no time to hit top gear, man. He's like a luxury car. As soon as he hits that hole, he almost split those two defenders to get his 4th rushing touchdown of the night, too. He's going to be fun to watch for years to come.
First down and goal, Satellite at the Astronaut 8. Tristan White to throw. Throwing open. Incomplete, and he got drilled. A flag comes in, that should not be a penalty. No,
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. The receiver touched the ball. The receiver touched the football.
Regardless, the ball was in the air. That's a live ball, and it was right in the receiver's hands. Yeah, that should not have been a penalty.
It's a bang play, but
the refs will discuss it. I don't think they should keep this a penalty. I agree with you.
Made a play on the ball after the ball had tipped off his.
And they do wave it off. Good call. The officials have been good tonight.
I think so too.
They've made adjustments, and that's one of those plays you throw the flag just due to what you saw, and then convene with other people and say, okay, I saw something that looked a little here, and
well, it came from the back of the end zone. You have a line judge over there that saw it closer, and I'm sure he had a word with him. Was it pass interference? No, it wasn't. All right, let's pick this one up. I
didn't see who they were targeting there, but he was open on the outside. The ball took a little bit to get there, and it was good coverage by Astronaut, clotheslining it. Second down and goal, Satellite. Tristan White and Noah Flores in the gun. Trips near side. White throwing Flores high, and Flores gets leveled.
Now that
incomplete.
Should have been leading with the helmet.
That's what I was going to say. Is now that one, Flores okay, that's good. He's a little shaken up.
In college football, they would have flagged that down and tried to call targeting on that, which I think it was. He led with the crown of the helmet.
I don't have a problem necessarily with him hitting him. The ball was close enough.
No.
But he led with his head.
Yeah. The hit's absolutely fine. I have no problem with the hit.
He lowered his helmet right
it's the way he hit him.
On a defenseless player. So, no flag there. Third down and third and goal for Satellite. Tristan White, keeper, trying to bounce it here. White getting around the edge. He's going to get the corner. Tristan White diving in. Touchdown, Satellite, the third of the night for Tristan White. And no flags, and it's a touchdown for the Scorpions. From 8 yards out is Tristan White with his second rushing touchdown of the night.
Simple keeper, and we haven't seen Rafal since the end of the second quarter. Towards the end of the second quarter, I think they've garnered a big enough lead. We haven't seen. We've seen Tristan White, playing the majority of the snaps since the end of the close to the end of the second quarter. I'm thinking that
they're going for two, and Flores stays on his feet, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. He nearly got back up on his feet there. It's no good. So Satellite will jump ahead by 33 now. It'll be 40-7.
I'm guessing they're just trying to get some work with their other quarterback at this point. They've built a big enough lead to decide.
Here's what I'll say. I think Satellite is still trying to figure out for the rest of this season, what do we want to do? Because I don't think they're necessarily on the full-on, two quarterbacks drive for drive thing, but I don't think they're necessarily all in on one guy.
Well, if the starter goes down, I think it's nice to know what this offense looks like with Tristan White in there, and I think that's why, like I said, by the halfway point of the second quarter, I think they were comfortable enough with their lead that, hey, let's get some work with White in there and see what we can do in case we need him to come play quarterback, and we've seen him come in and win a game playing quarterback already against Vieira. So again, it's keeping him fresh and keeping him engaged in the offense.
Rayful missed all of last season with an injury, so that's something to keep note of. Palm Bay with a big game against Fort Pierce Central. They lead at 14-0, and Holy Trinity leads Father Lopez 23-6. Thanks again for all the score updates tonight and the help in the comments. To kick off will be Zachary Radawi. As Satellite jumps ahead by 33, here is 6:49 to go in the third quarter. It'll be Avery Roberson and Evan Callahan back deep, but they've mostly kicked it to that second level.
Both sides have been kicking it to the B line.
And Radawi with his second kickoff of the night to come. And the kick is just a little, that one's just rolling until it starts bouncing inside the 20. Return by Astronaut, good one, inside the 40. And it'll be pushed out at about their own 43. That was Evan Callahan, so that time it goes and rolls all the way back to the deep backs. And Astronaut will take over with good field position. Their last drive was moving well. And the ball, bad snap off of a motion man, fumbled, recovered by Alan Steffen. And their third turnover of the game, which for the second of their 3 turnovers in satellite territory.
Yeah, and I think that was actually Marquez on the return. Now he's going to go back in there and line up at quarterback again. And kid's been a workhorse, I'll tell you that much.
Jordan Marquez playing well tonight, considering circumstance. And yeah, he's made it work in that single wing offense, had some good runs. First down and 10, they bring that kind of second back into the backfield again. Marquez will keep up the middle. And there you go, just another, bang, bang, 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4, Astronaut at the 50. Not a bad play whatsoever on first down.
No, that's been their bread and butter here in the second half. And, they've been moving the football doing it.
Fun fact for anyone out there that doesn't know, Astronaut High School alumni, fellow broadcaster Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah, I'll tell you another one here shortly if you'd like to know. I got a story that goes along with it.
I'm interested. 2nd down and 4, Astronaut at the 50-yard line, right up the middle, Marquez, and that one kind of a delayed run there, and he's going to get stopped for a loss. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 for Astronaut.
For you Florida Gator fans, you Chicago Bears fans, this was also the home of Wilbur Marshall in high school, all-pro linebacker, Hall of Fame linebacker. And my dad played basketball at Melbourne High School. They came up here to Astronaut one night. My dad weighs probably about as much as you do, Jackson. Came up here. My dad was a point guard, and he decided it would be a smart idea to take a charging foul from old Wilbur Marshall. Ended up twisting his pelvis. Was out for a few games. And I go, Dad, what were you thinking? He's like, I got the foul.
As Astronaut runs it up the gut, good carry here by Astronaut on 3rd down and 5, and they'll pick it up. It'll be a gain of about 15 by Marquez. First down, Astronaut into satellite territory with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And we got a water break here with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Logan, tell us about BlackRock.
Let's talk about BlackRock, shall we? Listen, are you a company that you're looking for maybe some cybersecurity, some software, network engineers, maybe just a team of strategic leaders that are going to direct you and your company in the correct direction? The big thing about it, are you looking for no fluff? Are you looking for somebody that's going to tell you exactly like it is? Well, BlackRock Engineering is going to do exactly that. BlackRock is a certified service-disabled, veteran-owned small business, as well as minority-owned business. And they're going to collaborate with you. They're going to use you as the guide of their ship, and they're going to steer you in the correct direction and make sure they meet the needs that you are looking for. They're going to challenge traditional norms in order to orient an organization to a mindset of forward thinking in order to seize their vision quickly. If that sounds like something you're interested in or your company is interested in, please visit BlackRock Technology and Engineering at www.blackengtech.com or give them a call at 321-428-3688.
Number and the information at the bottom of your screen. First down and 10, Astronaut, another run up the middle by Marquez. Carries defenders there for a gain of about 8 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 2. And Astronaut, this territory around the 30s where a few of their turnovers have come. So we'll see if they can fight through and get back in the end zone here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Jackson, you know what? I got to tell you what. And listen, I don't know anything of what Astronaut's base offense looks like. I would assume that Marquez gets a significant amount of touches, but he's a darn good back. He totes the ball with power, keeps a low pad level, and keeps his legs turning. This is a good set to have as a change of pace. You can come out here and you can run this set for 4 or 5 plays in a row, and you can march down the field and switch your other offense back in. This would be a good short yardage set if you need it. But Marquez has really put the running game on his back here in the second half.
Second down and 2. Astronaut at the satellite 30. Marquez going to take it to the near side with the help needed. First down and more. Marquez outside, and he'll put it inside the Blackrock red zone here for the first time tonight for Astronaut, as Jordan Marquez forced out of bounds inside the 20. First down, Astronaut.
Yeah, I don't know what Halleck said at the half, but this is an inspired-looking Astronaut team coming out here, being down as big as they are. They're down 33 points. They're facing a potential running clock on them, and they're not giving up. And I think that speaks to the culture that he's building early in his tenure at Astronaut High School.
First down and 10 inside the red zone for Astronaut at the satellite 16. Ball on the ground, and I think Marquez reached out and snagged it as Satellite sent some guys on the ball. Marquez luckily falls on it for a loss, and as I said, they fumbled 2 times inside the satellite 30. That was almost a third they lost.
Yeah, and that's been the Achilles heel. I mean, they've moved the ball decently well for the majority of this game, but, I mean, 3 turnovers already, almost a 4th there. And, again, I'm assuming you're not running the offense you like to run tonight, and that's, that can happen.
Some score updates. Cocoa 28, O'Galley 7. Vieira 28, Baker County 0. Misdirection here. Peters with room to run. He's going to get around. Flag will come down. He'll get enough for the first, but that'll be a hold as they give it to Elijah Peters again on that misdirection underneath.
And I'll tell you, I saw it, and I thought it was with the lead block when he was bouncing outside. He didn't need to reach his hand out there. He had him sealed off, and I thought it was going to go uncalled, and fortunately it didn't. And that's, gosh, man, moving the ball like you are, these are not situations you want to put yourself in.
No, absolutely not. And we've talked about how much the penalties have killed so many of their drives tonight, and this could be another victim of that, second and long. But as I was saying, Vieira 28, Baker County 0. One team in this county I don't want anyone to overlook is the Vieira Hawks this year. That offense is legit. This is a good Baker County football team up almost on that Georgia border. They have 2 losses. They're 1-2. One of their losses is to Bradford, the Tornadoes.
Good football program.
Who was 4-0. They only lost 12-0. And then they lost to a 3-1 team out of Georgia by 7 points. So that's a good Baker County team, and Vieira's shutting them out right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vieira gets a little taste of victory, and they remember who they are.
Yeah.
And that's all it took. Now they're playing more inspired than they were, and they were already playing inspired. But
second and 20 plus, Marquez up the middle, and he's going to get a short gain, not near enough to get closer to the first. It's going to be 3rd and long. Another score update, or Baker County gets on the board now, so it's 28-6 still for Vieira. Heritage leads Merritt Island 28-9 as the Panthers looking to get back in the win column and hand Merritt Island their first loss of the season. As of right now, with the way the scores are lining up, O'Galley would fall, Merritt Island would fall. That would leave Titusville as the lone undefeated team in Brevard County, 2 years removed from a winless season.
It's just impressive what they've done over there at Titusville.
3rd down and long for Astronaut inside the satellite 30. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Marquez to pass. Blitz coming off the backside. He's going to go down for a loss of about 8. And it's going to be 4th and about 25. And Astronaut was knocking on the door of the goal line, and in the blink of an eye, now it's 4th and forever.
Yeah, he tried to flip that out of bounds, too, and it went backwards, so they're going to call it a fumble out of bounds. But
even more of a loss then. Timeout Astronaut with a 1:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. Satellite with a 40-7 lead over Astronaut. And, this one, time's on your side for Astronaut considering the score. You want to get back in the end zone 1, maybe 2 more times if you can. And this was a valuable opportunity. And this will be the 3rd time tonight they are inside the satellite 30 and come up empty-handed. Their 1 touchdown came from 34 yards out. So whenever they're getting on these longer drives, they set them up, and then it just kind of falls flat at the very end, whether that's a turnover or, in this case, just getting pushed back.
Yeah, I think that's been the story of, every one of their drives so far outside of the early touchdown. But, I got to say, at this point, I think, if you gave the coaches the truth serum, I think they know that, this one's out of reach at this point. But I think you're playing not to get clocked. You want to get one in the end zone. Because, the second you go up 35 or more, that clock continues to roll no matter if you score again and or what. So I think they're kind of fighting for that. Maybe, there's no moral victories in football, but I think, the moral victory of getting into the end zone at least one more time and proven you can do it. It's kind of what they're playing for right now. And you know, they haven't given up.
No,
not at all. They're not hanging their heads on the sidelines. None of that. They're fighting. They're scrapping. They're clawing. And that's what you need. You know, first-year coach here, Logan Halleck, you got to instill your culture. You got to show that, hey, if you're going to fight, I'm going to fight with you. And I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, you know, I think for Astronaut, they are better than their record shows, and I think that they got some winnable games coming up against Winter Springs, and should be an interesting game against Space Coast right down the road. Astronaut, I don't think will go winless this season. I think they'll pick up a win down the line. They are 0-4, but they have good linebackers. They have a solid defense. Their offense, you know, we're seeing them make good use of what they have right now, and with a solid run game. They fake the throw. It's a Statue of Liberty. Astronaut with a Statue of Liberty, and it's going to go. It was 4th down, so they're not going to get the first. It'll be a gain of about 10. I love the play calling tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's we're really kicking it old school. Single wing, swinging gate. Now we're seeing the Statue of Liberty. I haven't seen that since I believe it was the 2006 Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, where Boise State knocked off Oklahoma.
Yep.
We're just seeing it all tonight, folks. Maybe a fumble Rooski soon cometh.
Yeah.
Does BSN do birthday shout-outs? I don't know. Whose birthday is it, Gary?
I know who it is.
You know who it is. Why aren't you giving a shout-out, Dan? I mean, you're leaving me in the lurch over here.
It'd be a happy birthday to my sister, Charlie. She's turning 13 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
1st down and 10. Satellite, new quarterback in the game. They hand it off to a new running back. There's going to be a flag down on the carry by number 12. That is Bodie Whitson. So they're bringing in some of the JV players. That quarterback is Brody Grennan, who's a guy I talked about last week at Astronaut, a freshman quarterback that some people in the comments were calling to see, and he's had a great JV season. I got to see him play Melbourne, and now they bring Brody Grennan in today to close out this game, as they call a flag on, I believe, Satellite there. But I'm very interested to see how Whitson and Grennan come out here on varsity, because they look good in JV against Melbourne. Brody Grennan specifically, I was talking about last week whether they should give him a try or not in one of these games coming up, when they do tonight. And I'll be interested to see how he does. Only a freshman.
Yeah, you know, and now's the time to get your JV or younger guys. You get 6 quarters now, so they could have played the full game last night. And, you know, we're in towards the end of the 3rd. They can play as much as they want.
1st and 20, Grennan, first career pass. And it's not going to matter. Flag down, and Satellite might get pushed inside their own 10-yard line here, as they're going to get them for a pre-snap penalty. And now it's going to be 1st down and 25 for Satellite.
Oh, screaming girl, you asked for it, Gary. You asked for the birthday shout out. Don't put this on us.
I'll say I'm glad to be here. As always. 1st down and 25 for Satellite, stuck at their own 10. As Grennan there, although the play was blown dead, looking for Amir Tucker. 1 minute to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Satellite leads at 40-7. Under center. 1st and 25 for the Scorps. Handoff right up the middle, looking for somewhere to go, and they're not going to find anywhere there on the carry. No gain there. Good stop by Astronaut. That was number 12, Bodie Whitson. Good stop defensively up front. Now it's 2nd down and 25. 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Second and 25, Satellite. Grennan in the shotgun, very close to that goal line of his own. First career pass is completed for Brody Grennan. Going to the outside, cutting back. Amir Tucker.
Amir Tucker's
making
got
some guys
moves
miss.
now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Satellite's JV team has some good playmakers. You got Tucker, which I don't know if he's one of the JV players. I know Whitson and Grennan are.
No, Tucker's a junior, so I got to assume he's a
that'll run out our 3rd quarter play here from Jay Donnelly Field, as we'll head to the 4th quarter of action. Satellite leading Astronaut 40-7. As Logan, you tell us about Natwick Insurance.
Yeah, don't be a nitwick. Go with Natwick. The Natwick Insurance team is ready to help you with your home insurance and any other personal or commercial insurance needs that you may have. Natwick Insurance, Inc., a trusted choice, independent insurance agency that provides insurance solutions with a personal service. Natwick Insurance Agency is blessed to serve Satellite Beach and the surrounding Florida communities by protecting the people they work with, just like they would protect their own family members. If you're not thrilled with your current insurance, contact Natwick Insurance today, and they'll ask you, how can we help? Get a free quote online at www.natwickinsurance.com. That's Natwick, N-A-T-W-I-C insurance.com. Or give them a call at 321-735-0381. Something smells good.
Yeah, I think they got a barbecue right below us.
Dang. Get some up here.
Here we go. 3rd down and long. Grennan throwing over the middle. Has a man. It's caught down the middle of the field. And that's Zachary Radawi. 1st down. Satellite pulls out the CeeDee Lamb 1st down celebration there. And he pushes it in astronaut territory to the astronaut 44s. Brody Grennan, nice touch on that one. And another thing to add to Radawi's night. 2 turnovers, kicking off, and a big 30-yard reception there on 3rd down.
Yeah, casual.
What a night for
Simple
Zachary
Friday
Radawi.
night.
And they're going to toss it here on 1st down to Whitson. Whitson gets the edge, and that's going to be a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Satellite. Stop made there by Colt Stewarwald. 2nd down and 7, Satellite at the astronaut 42.
I got to tell you, that defensive lineman down there, 99, Langston Edmonds, it's a good-looking football player.
He made a big sack earlier.
Yeah, got him playing the zero nose. And looks like a D tackle.
They got 3 on the defensive line. 2nd down and 8. Grennan will drop back, has time, throws high. It's hauled in. Weeza bobbled it, and he will haul it in for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, good concentration on the catch there. He bobbled it. He kind of re-extended his arms and got good grasp of it. That's good concentration by the receiver.
I got to say for Grennan, he looks like a composed passer. When he dropped, it's like a slow drop. I would say shades of Bryce Young. Watching him for Carolina this season, just kind of slow dropping, not a lot of happy feet, just kind of standing in the pocket, delivering the throw there.
Yeah, he looks comfortable.
And for a freshman in his first start, that's big. 3rd down and 5 for Satellite at the astronaut 40. Grennan drops back. Blitz coming. Grennan rolling out left. And there's going to be a flag, and he's going to be thrown down there by number 7 on the sack as they're coming in late on that one. Dawson Main with the sack, and there's a flag down.
Hey, you sang his praises, Jackson. He did not handle that pressure very well, though, which a young kid is not going to handle pressure very well like that. You could have got rid of that, or you got happy feet.
Yeah.
Oh, Titusville 28, Fleming Island 23. That sounds like a game.
Holding on Satellite, so that one will be declined. It'll be 4th down and 11 for Satellite at the astronaut 46 here, under 10 minutes to play in this game. And Satellite's going to go for it.
I don't know if that's barbecue or something's on fire. Now that I think about it, like,
I hope it's barbecue.
that just smells like a fire.
4th down 11, we'll have whistles here. Timeout Satellite, 9:35 to go in the game. They lead at 40-7. I'm just saying what I know. I saw a grill. We walked in. I smell smoke. I'm going to go with that option.
Yeah, we haven't smelled it till now. I don't know. Well, let's talk about American Air and Plumbing, shall we? American Air and Plumbing, Brevard's go-to pros for the Florida Tough AC and plumbing services, and proud sponsor of the Brevard Sports Network. Trust American Air and Plumbing for fast AC repairs or rugged AC systems like their Florida Edition. Florida Edition is built to withstand our brutal Florida climate. And you know it as well as I do, folks. It gets hot and it gets muggy. When you've been outside all day mowing the lawn or playing cornhole or whatever it is you do, you like to go inside and it's nice and cold. They also offer the revolutionary Daikin AC with rebates up to $1,800. That's $1,800 or an 18 with 2 zeros after it. That is a good sum of money. They also have warranties up to 12 years. It's a good amount of time. AmericanAirandPlumbing.com. They've been serving Brevard since 1942.
As we come back to play here, It'll be 4th down and 11 for Satellite. Now the punt unit out there after the timeout. And the punt's going to get away there by Radawi, end over end. Fair catch here, and he gets under that one. Once again, running up under it was Nate Edwards. And you talk about Florida Air and Plumbing there. We announced the Cool Zone Florida Tough Players of the Week last night on the preview show on the Brevard Sports Network. Those two last week, offensive was Chase Cromartie for Vieira, and defensive was the guy you loved in week 1, Nate Lopez for Titus.
Oh, man, I can't speak highly enough about that Nate Lopez kid, man. Not only does he just absolutely knock the slobber out of people playing linebacker, but he'll tote the football, too, and he looks good doing it. You know, a few shades of what we saw tonight here with Jordan Marquez, both kind of similar statured build, but, yeah, Lopez, man, that kid's fun to watch.
1st down and 10, Astronaut off the punt will take over at their own 23-yard line. 9:28 to play. Direct snap, running up the gut, pushing forward by Marquez. He'll pick up about 7. That'll make it 2nd and 3 for Astronaut at their own 30. Good hard-nosed run there by Jordan Marquez. Remember to keep it tuned to the Brevard Sports Network. After our 4 games tonight, we'll have the Walk-Ons post-game show. Myself, Logan Pettit, and Anthony Knockreiner will be there to break down tonight's action. And, well, if you're free, you don't have to tune in. You can come do it live. At Walk-Ons, will be outside on the patio as they run the misdirection play underneath to Elijah Peters. And Peters with a gain of about 12 there. 1st down, Astronaut. Good ball movement once again to start this drive. And they've been great to start these drives. We'll see if they can close one out here.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think we're getting all caught up in the minutia here. They have moved the ball similar to this for a majority of the game, but they've gotten off schedule with the penalties, or they've turned the ball over 3 times, and it's just not a recipe for success.
1st down and 10, Astronaut at their own 41. 8.5 minutes to play in this one. Direct snap, a give to Elijah Peters here. Now a handoff on a jet sweep, and he's going to get blown up for a loss. Joseph Smith makes a tackle.
Don't look now, but the Vieira Hawks are on a win streak.
2-2 as Vieira goes into Baker County. And I would say pulls off a slight upset, but they didn't make it look like it tonight. 28-6. And you know what? Allen and Knock, I think, both picked Vieira last night. I picked Baker County, and I'm wrong. Cherish that Vieira because I rarely am. But I am wrong. And the Vieira Hawks are 2-2 and rearing on a winning streak. Run up the gut. Elijah Peters gets 2 yards back. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and Kevin Mays, head coach of Baker County up there, former coach of Vieira, took him to a state championship in 2015.
They've played 3 years in a row. Vieira's won 2 out of those 3.
Well, look at that.
Their only loss was last season. So, kudos to the Vieira Hawks. And they broke that losing streak last week, and they doubled down this week by going on a 3-hour bus ride. I know Allen loved that. And going in, winning at Baker County. Rolling out right, 3rd down and 10. Quick throw high, incomplete. Looking for Peters. In coverage was Mitchell Barton. 4th down and 10. Astronaut at their own 41-yard line. I'll tell you, man, Vieira will be a team to watch possibly in our Super 7 coming on Sunday. See if we decide to put them up in there or if they're on the outside looking in. They will be a team to watch.
2-0 in their last 2. In commanding fashion, too.
You just got to look at how Merritt Island plays. They're 6. Palm Bay tonight. Teams like Satellite. I mean, we talked about last night. You can take a lot of these teams, put them in a bag, shake them up, drop them out, and you're going to be pretty happy with the result. Marquez up the middle. Solid carry on 4th down, but he's not going to get him the first. That's going to be another turnover on downs, and Satellite will take over. 1st and 10 at the Astronaut 48. 6:53 to go in this game.
Yep. I mean, poor Marquez, man. I hope they got an ice bath ready for him because he's really, he's playing both sides of the ball,
40
too.
carries.
Oh, at least. I think he's got over 100 yards, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's average yards per carry probably right now has got to be solid. I mean, he's chunking out.
Oh, it's got to be 5 or 6, especially here in the second half.
That's why I wish this is a team astronaut. I wish kept stats because I would love to see on my stat sheet where a guy like him stacks up against the rest of the county. Because especially after tonight, he's had a good game. Really has. First down and 10. Satellite at the Astronaut 49-yard line. 7 minutes to go. They lead by 33. Brody Grennan, the quarterback here, the third we've seen for the Scorps. Handoff to Bodie Whitson. Whitson going to bounce it outside. Whitson first down and more. And they'll be forced out after a gain of about 15. First down, Satellite on the run by Bodie Whitson. First down, Scorpions.
I'm hungry. I don't know about you, but
I think it's that smell.
it's got to be. I just.
Well, when we go to walk-ons, you can get some great food in downtown Vieira.
Some soda pops.
Yeah. Where we'll be there for the walk-ons post-game show. Great food, great drinks, great atmosphere. Set up down in the avenues in Vieira. First down, handoff again to Whitson. And he's going to pick up about 1 there. Good job by the Astronaut front that time to stop him back. Heritage leads Merritt Island. This says 28-7. The data I got earlier was 28-9. We know Heritage has 28. Merritt Island, but it was 28-3, so I think it should be at least 28-9, maybe 28-10.
They're conflicting reports.
Well, we know Heritage is leading with 28 points. Merritt Island either has 7 or 9 points. Either way, they're down by a few scores.
Something around there. We're close enough.
Yeah. We just average it and go 8.
40-7 here.
Second down and 9. Satellite man in motion coming across. And handoff to Whitson. Bodie Whitson up the middle. Solid carry there up to about the 30. It's a gain of about 6. And that'll make it 3rd down and 2 for Satellite at about the Astronaut 30.
Good vision by Whitson, man. He put his foot in the dirt and found a little hole and came through it.
So they're saying Merritt Island, now a new score update, Heritage 34, Merritt Island 9. So, yeah, we get the correction. It is 9 for Merritt Island, but now Heritage up to 34 as well. So Panthers looking to get back on the winning trail. Number 4 in our Super 7. Merritt Island was number 6.
You know, Jackson, I was traveling for work last week. How did Heritage look last week? Could they play Winter Haven?
They played at Oviedo on Thursday night. I'll give you that in just a moment. Quick throw by Grennan underneath.
Snag.
Short of the first. Good grab, though, by the receiver, which was...
That was 0. That was
Zach Radowie.
Radowie, yeah.
And, last week it was really an interesting game on Thursday night. It was a shootout. Heritage's defense off 3 straight shutouts lets up 42 points. And a few late mistakes by Heritage gave Oviedo. They fumbled on their own 1-yard line when they could have forced overtime, tied at 35 instead of taking a knee, not at their own 1-yard line. They're at their own 5. The fumble went back to the 1. Oviedo punched it in late for the win in a very chaotic ending. But, that was Heritage's first loss of the season on a Thursday night in which their defense goes from allowing none in 3 games to 42 to Oviedo.
Well, Oviedo typically has a pretty good program. So, I mean, and it sounds like, it was a war. And that's a heartbreaking loss to take it, fumble on, backed up like that. And seems as though they are bouncing back against a good Merritt Island program.
Yeah, Merritt Island last week in a battle of undefeateds in the Hurley Brown Bowl, they shut out Holy Trinity 33-0. So that was an impressive win for the Mustangs. But they come up against a tough opponent. Heritage, just like they did last year at the O-Dome, they're looking like they're trending towards knocking off Merritt Island. First down and 10, Satellite now, as Grennan hands off. Bodie Whitson cutting back and forth, looking for somewhere to run. He picks up about 3 or 4 there, but good push by Astronauts front again.
Looks like we may have gotten a safety in that.
Yeah, they got a safety, 36-9 now for Heritage. Defense back to scoring points.
It's an odd score.
Scoregami.
Now, I wonder if the 9 was from 3 field goals or if they scored a touchdown.
I think they scored a touchdown and went for 2 because I think it was 21-6 at one point, where they could have made it 21-11.
Okay.
Throwing outside the screen, ball's on the ground, then they whistle it incomplete. It was looking for Amir Tucker. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6 now for Satellite. 4 minutes to play in this game. 4 minutes to play. 3rd down and 6. Satellite inside the Astronaut 25. Grennan in the shotgun. Trots back. Grennan throwing to the outside. It is caught. Sheds the tackler. 1st down and more up towards the 10-yard line inside the BlackRock red zone. Good pitch and catch there to number 82, it looks like. That would be Logan Benton, another freshman making plays here for Satellite.
Good catch. Must have been the name.
That's a good point brought up in the comments. In 2 quarters, Vieira scored 51 points on a good Merritt Island team in their jamboree. Now, that was a preseason game, so I don't know all what happened there, but Vieira has a very good offense, and that is a good football team. But we're watching Satellite live right here. Satellite's one of the 2 teams to beat Vieira this year, along with Rockledge. Grennan drops, throws out of the backfield. Whitson hauls it in, got to turn it upfield to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to go for a loss by number 40 on the tackle, Chris Wolf. But yeah, Vieira's a very interesting football team.
Well, like I said earlier, I think building a little confidence, getting that win column after,
well, I mean,
over a year, it helps.
I mean, what ifs are kind of, well, they're what ifs, but they were dominating in the first half against Satellite. A flip switch where Satellite came back and won in the last under a minute to go, but Vieira led that game wire to wire. They could have been 3-1 if they held on late in that game, but they didn't, and Satellite now has a win over the Vieira Hawks, and now they run it up the middle for a short gain, 3rd down and goal.
If it's ifs and buts were candies and nuts, Jackson.
Yeah. I want to see what Trace Cromartie's stats were like tonight because he's 2nd in the county, only behind Brady Hart, as I think he's going to eclipse 1,000 yards tonight. He was about maybe. He was at 950-something yards. So he should have eclipsed 1,000 yards tonight.
50 yards.
Yeah, I was thinking he was at 800.
1,000 yards halfway through the season is not too bad.
Nope, not at all for the junior signal caller over there for Vieira. Brady Hart, the sophomore at Cocoa, with over 1,000 yards in 3 games. 2 minutes to go in this game. 3rd down and goal. Grennan to throw. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to go down. In comes big number 99, Langston Edmonds for the sack. And it's 4th and goal for Satellite back at about the Astronaut 20.
Yeah, gosh, that's a fun-looking defensive tackle, man. I wish I knew what grade he was in because it's fun to watch so far.
Timeout Astronaut, 1:47 to go. Satellite's going to have 4th and goal at the Astronaut 20. As the War Eagles looking to make a stand to close out the game and keep this clock not a running clock. So that brings a lot of pride in a game like this where Satellite went up by 33 early in the 3rd, and you've held them for a quarter and a half now. The defense wants to come out of this one with the score right as it is, and take that as a victory and move on to next week.
Yeah, I mean Satellite could, in theory, kick and make a field goal here. I got to imagine they're gonna. Yeah, I think they're gonna keep their offense on the field because they've got a majority, and they got a majority of their JV guys in right now and want to get them some work. And
they're not doing bad either. Moving down the field pretty well.
Oh, they are. Yeah, I mean.
4th down and goal. Satellite at the Astronaut 20. 1:47 to play. The offense staying out there for the Scorps. Grennan in the gun. The freshman drops back, rolling out right, looking to throw. Lofts one, diving catch, incomplete. That would have gone to the 5, wouldn't have gone into the end zone. He was looking on the dive and grab for Atticus Henderson. It's incomplete, and Astronauts defense is going to hold strong here to close out this one as they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 1:40 to play.
Yeah, nice job by that Astronaut defense. We've seen them come up strong a couple times. Towards the end of the first half, I mean, had a nice stand, and then they muffed
they
the
had
bunt.
back-to-back stands.
Yeah,
because they forced them on turnover on downs.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then they fumbled it back, and then Satellite scored.
Tell you what, Astronaut has the pieces to build something here.
The one thing we noted in pregame is they don't have a lot of numbers right now.
Exactly.
Which is when you see these quarterback injuries, there's not really people to fill the gaps. But if they bring some players in the coming seasons, Astronaut now with a new head coach, they'll start winning some football games, folks.
I think so, too. And like I said, they've got pieces, they've got building blocks, and they just need numbers is what they need. They need numbers.
And we're going to have timeout Satellite with 1:40 to go, 40-7.
Well, let's remind the folks about BlackRock Engineering and Technology, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's take the time. They're at www.blackengtech.com. You can call them at 321-428-3688. Listen, BlackRock Engineering and Technology, they got a team of cybersecurity, software, network engineers, and strategic leaders that are direct. They don't shy away from providing you with what they think is going to work best for your organization's needs, whatever that may be. They're certified service disabled veteran-owned small business, as well as a minority-owned business, which I think we can all get behind. Like I said, I've said it once, I'll say it a bunch of times tonight. They are going to shoot you straight. They're going to tell you what they think is going to meet your organization's needs, and they're going to cater that to get your organization going in the right direction. Again, that's at blackengtech.com or 321-428-3688.
Big score update. Titusville leads Fleming Island 35-23. Assumingly late in that game. Play fake to throw, hit, incomplete. Looking to the outside, and his receiver went through the hands. He's still looking for his first true completion in the game. It's second down and 10. Astronaut at their own 20, a minute and a half to play. BlackRock, rock solid solutions for your enterprise. So yeah, Titusville leads Fleming Island by 12. Again, assumedly in the fourth quarter of that game. With a loss by O'Galley tonight, we'll see how Titusville moves in the Super 7. Again, that'll all come out on Sunday. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of that one. Titusville leads by 12, looking to close it out and become the last undefeated team in Brevard County. Drop back again, thrown by Marquez, high, overthrown wide open was Avery Robertson. And now it's third down and 10, Astronaut at their own 20. Clock stops with a minute 27 to play. Or now minute 26. Big performances tonight. I mean, Astronaut, some good plays by Jordan Marquez and Elijah Peters offensively for Satellite. 3 touchdowns by Noah Flores. 3 touchdowns by Tristan White. 1 receiving by Atticus Henderson, then 2 turnovers, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery by Zach Radawi defensively for Satellite, and then a fumble recovery by Alan Steffen and a forced fumble by Atticus Henderson. Quick rundown of Satellite's night.
I hate to be that guy, but I do think White has 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
No, he has 2 rushing, 1 passing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He did throw that ball towards the end of the half. You're absolutely correct. So I am that guy.
As that pass, I believe, dropped incomplete. And it's going to be 4th and 10, Astronaut at their own 20, a minute 19 to go. And they're going to bring out the punt unit. I was going to say, I hope they don't put their defense right back in this situation again.
No, I mean, either way, they're putting them in a situation.
I think Satellite will probably just either run the ball or just take a knee.
Yeah, I got
The only reason they'd run the ball is to give their JV guys some time.
I think they're just going to knee it out. Assuming that, I don't know how many timeouts Astronaut has left, but I would assume they're just going to knee this one out.
And blitz coming off the edge. They nearly block it. And it's going to be a short kick here.
Satellite's got to get the heck away from that ball.
Yeah, they do. Good punt. And down by Dawson Main. And that was one I'll give credit to Mitchell Barton, who brought the pressure off the edge there. When he went for the block, he made sure to avoid. Well, there's a benefit. I'll give him credit, and then I'll say a little bit of criticism. He stayed away from touching the punter, but he didn't lay out. Like, he stuck an arm out, missed the block, and then just ran. Like, he didn't dive.
Got to be an airplane.
He didn't dive at all.
No, you got to be an airplane.
But he did stay away from touching the punter, which is ideal.
Because here's the thing. If you dive properly, you're going to avoid the punter altogether.
Well, if you block it and you hit the punter, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So either one of 2 things are going to happen. You're going to block a punt or you're going to dive out of the way. Yeah, Satellite's just going to knee this one out.
So Satellite in victory formation here with a minute to go. And what we've seen in recent weeks is victory formation may not mean victory, but I think tonight I can safely say that without too much chaos happening.
Well, we are in Brevard County.
A knee taken as Ethan Rafel comes back in to close out the game that he started. Yeah, but these are Brevard County officials, so when the knees start coming, don't really think anything's going to happen. Second down and 10, Satellite looking to knee this one out. They'll probably just take one more and advance to 3-2 on the season and take a winning record back into next week. I know coming up, I don't know which game is next. I think it may be Seabreeze. I know they play Seabreeze, Merritt Island, and Rockledge. I think Rockledge is in 2 weeks. Or
I
3
think
weeks.
that Merritt Island game for Satellite will be intriguing.
Banana River rivalry.
Yeah.
And that'll do it. Satellite advances to 3-2 as they come into Astronaut and knock off the War Eagles on 40 unanswered points, 40-7. And Satellite advances to 3-2. Astronaut falls to 0-5. Just once again, like to run down our sponsors, Natwick Insurance. Find them online at www.natwickinsurance.com or call them at 321-735-0381. BlackRock Engineering and Technology. Find them online at www.blackengtech.com. Call them at 321-428-3688 or 321-426-7292. And American Air and Plumbing. Find them online at AmericanAirandPlumbing.com. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Keep it tuned to the Brevard Sports Network for the Walk-Ons postgame show coming up next. Final score, Satellite 40, Astronaut 7.